I'm not thuggish. I'm not ruggish. I'm running around in basically my underwear with knee pads on my fucking shins. I'm gonna break your legs. That's what I told my cousin over at the goddamn trailer park because he stole the last Miller Lite. I don't even like Miller Lite. I like Miller Heavy. Heavier than fuck. Put fucking lead weights in it. Let's go fishing. I got a bass boat. Take off your shirt, Herschel. We're getting naked at the lake. Woo! We're back. Helltown Radio. My neighbor hates me.
What up, yo?
At least you're not doing it at 9 at night anymore. It's a little more reasonable to yell at 7.
It's not. Wait, hold up. Here it comes. Here it comes. And flesh. Tatasha. It's me, Tatasha from Bone Thugs and Harmony fame. This is what happened to me, man. I had a hell of a transitional surgeon. Not only did he make me a beautiful white man, but he blessed me with this. He took me from being an R&B singer to a podcasting fiend out here on Helltown Radio. Went from Tatasha to Chris Kenworthy, your boy, out here with my boys and girls on the Helltown Radio program here in Front Royal, Virginia. Man, we out here. So, man, we got on the show with us. We got Eddie. Don't hassle the Hoffman.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy, Skinny Penis. It's one of my favorite vines ever.
They don't call him Pen 15 Tech for nothing. he's the lead. You know, they say if you're girthless, you're worthless, but you know, there's strength in length. You know, that's what I say always too.
You do say that.
I do. It's that's how I preface. That's how I started my customer service experience at the Catamount Lounge. I'm like, hey, how are you? If you're girthless, you're worthless. Some say, but I feel there's some strength and length. What can I get you to drink tonight?
What if he starts crying? He's like, I'm 100% girthless. Like, it's razor thin.
It's like a strand of spaghetti.
I'm afraid it'll break.
Oh man. Well, man.
Luigi Linguini.
Yes, the Luigi Linguini. Man, we haven't forgotten. I mean, I think we've all forgotten about the infamous. Remember when Drake accidentally leaked
his kickstand?
Yeah, and it looked like the Loch Ness Monster video. Like it was all grainy and like it was like
It's a cryptid.
First of all, it kind of looked like the Loch Ness Monster, and second of all, it was about the same quality. It was like blurry and like black and white, and like I don't know. I couldn't tell if it was a penis or not. I was like, it could be a hoax.
Oh my god!
Well, at least I got that in my head over Drake.
The Cock Ness monster, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the downside of fame. Your dick looked like a cryptid.
Yeah, a penisosaurus, if you will, instead of a plesiosaurus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a fond assessment of it. Yeah. So yeah, shout out Drake and
shout out my boy Aubrey.
Yeah, Aubrey dog.
Aubrey Graham. I remember
Of
you.
Degrassi Junior High.
You know what's crazy? His uncle's Larry Graham, the Motown bass player.
Yeah.
I didn't know that for years. I was like, why didn't he just talk about that and have his uncle play on his songs? It'd be a lot more interesting than him be like,
because y'all, he be like, you know, he from Toronto. In Toronto, they talk like that. The gangster, they got ting. My God, yeah. That's how Drake, like, that's Drake's, like, have you ever heard him talk recently?
Yeah, I mean, like, only on Degrassi Junior High.
Exactly. That was what I was going to say. When Drake came out, I was older, so I was like, what's the wheelchair dude from Degrassi doing walking and rapping? What are we doing? Like, I thought
he went to Switzerland. The surgery worked. All right, do you not remember how he left Degrassi?
Is that what happened?
Yes, that's how they got him off the show. It's like, I'm going to Switzerland to get this experimental spinal surgery with stem cells.
Dude,
it'll work.
I just know the only time I watched it was the 2 episodes that Kevin Smith directed. And then I watched it initially because they kept talking about it in Kevin Smith movies. And that's the only reason I watched it.
I kind of vaguely remember that. I don't know what episodes those were, though.
Wow, man, this is the second time Kevin Smith's obscure shit came up today.
Really?
Yeah, Phil and I were talking about Jersey Girl earlier.
Jersey Girl's awesome.
But he kept on talking. He kept on calling it Gone Girl, and I was like, "I'm telling
Totally
you,
different
I was
movie.
like, I'm telling you, man, that's not Kevin Smith." And
Both of them might have Ben Affleck in them,
yes, they do.
but the other one, his wife frames him for murder. Spoiler.
Phil,
Isn't Neil
Phil,
Patrick Harris in that in Gone Girl?
He might. I know George Carlin's in Jersey Girl.
That's
Oh
Phil
yeah,
just
he
gets
plays
make-
the grandfather.
yeah, Phil just gets confused about movies he masturbates to. So,
Fair enough.
He was
I know,
talking
man.
about Mr. Belvedere the other day, and he
he was like, "Oh, Lynn, yeah." Oh man,
Y'all remember Small Wonder?
Yeah. Oh, dude, how could Vicky? Yeah,
Vicky,
Vicky,
yeah.
Vicky was like,
it was like an android, bro.
yeah, Android. Yeah, she was like the original sex bot that came to
Well,
life.
it was more like a human Teddy Ruxpin.
Yeah, that show was funny as fuck. I always remember my little sister and I used to always reenact. There was an episode in that show where the brother is trying to get away from like one of the nerdy kids, and the nerdy kid keeps showing up at his house. He knocks on the door and he's like, "I'm looking for Jamie," and then the kid's like, "No Jamie here. This sushi bar." And like, so my little sister and I used to always do that when whenever we'd like knock on the door, we'd be like, "No, Chris here. This sushi bar."
Dude, dude. That show was pretty good, but you know what show used to piss me off before I could even like get through the opening?
What's that?
Silver Spoons, man.
Man, listen, I just started watching that on I think it was on it's on Freevee or something. Man, that show is awesome, dude.
Oh, I was happy for him, but living in Section 8 housing, this motherfucker got a choo-choo train through his living room.
You should watch the first episode. The first episode is so like shocking. He shows up at his dad's house, right? Like his dad didn't even know he had this kid, right?
Oh shit!
Yeah, or no, he knew he had the kid, but it was just like one of those things, like where he's like, and like his
It's
dad's
like a forced Annie situation.
So the kid shows up, is like, "Hey, Dad, can I move in with you?" And the dad's like, "Nah, son, that's it." The original episode, the dad is like, "Nah, man, you're gonna cramp my style."
You
Like,
ain't gonna be
literally-
Richie Rich.
Literally is like, "Yo, you're gonna cramp my style." And then just has like a secretary. He's like, "Yeah, why don't you just just shoot the kid away with a check?" Like that is how the first episode starts. It is
Jesus.
wild. The second episode, Jason Bateman plays he plays this kid that tells Rick, because then Ricky's dad like ends up, he doesn't know how to discipline him, so he never gets in trouble. And so the kid tells me, he's like, "Yeah, your dad doesn't get you in trouble? It means he doesn't love you." And like, yo, it's a wild ass episode. But Jason Bateman plays the same character from Ozark as he does. Like this kid is just the fucking guy from Ozark. Marty is just fucking Marty from Ozark that just like as a kid. It's wild as shit, man. Yeah, I go back, like I love like Freevee and Tubi and Pluto all have like those old shows that
Tubi has the wildest black cinema.
hell yeah, dude, but it doesn't have the black cinema.
Oh, it doesn't have Hood.
No, you know what I'm talking about.
It
No,
does-
not Prim. I'm talking about Hood. You know what's from outer space.
Oh, nobody has that except for YouTube. I'm allowed to say that word. Should I talk about this movie?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
I think the world.
So white
needs to
people don't know about this movie. So there's a movie that's on YouTube and it's old as shit, and I'm pretty sure it reminds me of a John Waters film. And it starts off with a voiceover, and you can tell it's a black dude, and he's talking with this like sort of effeminate but still like, oh, not even effeminate, almost like James Baldwin's voice. He's like talking to, like, about how they're from a different planet. And then right at the end, he's like, "We're the gay niggas from outer space." And fucking this shit is on YouTube, and it has been for years. And there's some like innocuous like .com that always brings you there. I forgot what it is, but like it's good to watch because it reminds me of just black John Waters. It's fucking the costumes look like shit. It's really badly acted. Like it's great. Check it out, guys. Don't be afraid to look that up on your computer. Don't look it up on mine.
Yeah, but the whole premise of the movie is they're trying to eradicate
Women
from the universe.
Oh.
And that's like because they are gay and they don't want any other.
It's like Plan 9 from outer space.
It's so ridiculous. And I didn't believe this movie existed. Dude, was it you that showed it to me?
Probably.
I think
I'm
you.
sure.
Yeah, actually, no, it was you. You showed it to me right on that television. It's all coming back to me right now, man. It was like the other dude. You know what it was like? It was shocking. You know what was shocking, like Eddie, and you know what I'm talking about, was when we were at Hog Shack 3 weeks ago, and the Black Costanza dropped the hard R's 4 times in a row.
Oh shit!
And
Yeah.
yeah, man. And like, even though it was coming from a band of color, it just like, you know,
The
man.
hard R has a ring to it, yo.
There's like, you know, it doesn't have a ring to it. It has like, it gives you like it's like a visceral, like physical response, like
Oh, that happens at grandma's house. Yeah, like every now and again, you get like you hear that shit come out, and you're like, oh fuck, I fucked up real bad. I'm gonna get my ass whipped. My grandfather had this ruler that didn't have the metal strip in it anymore or any of the numbers because he had worn it out on fucking several generations of asses.
My God.
Dude, I fucking was petrified of that shit. All he had to do was pick it up, and I'd be like, what do you need me to do? I'll go pick up acorns out the grass. Just don't hit me with that fucking ruler again. Yo, that shit stinks.
Out there fighting squirrels.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's man. What a great jump off to the show, man. We hit a lot of topics. So we've already like, if there's anything to be said about the Helltown radio program, is that
tangents,
unscripted podcasts are they're enlightening on many levels, man.
So a lot of shit has happened since last time we did a show. It's been about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I guess I'll bring it up because it's eventually gonna come up.
Man, don't do it, dude.
I have to.
Oh my god.
I have to. Maybe I shouldn't.
Oh no.
What
man.
is it?
Look,
Okay.
shit. Oh, fuck. All right. So like there's
I
a
think-
very
I think-
divisive figure that got gadded.
Oh.
And people have been arguing all over the place. And Jimmy Kimmel went off the air for 2 days. Now he's back.
Is he back?
He's back.
Yeah.
Tonight.
That's
He's
the
supposed to
real
go back
tragedy.
on, but the channel, I guess, each individual channel is owned by different companies.
Yeah.
And
Sinclair.
Sinclair owns a big group, and somebody else owns a big group, and they won't play his show. And that's why they initially took it off the air.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I was thinking about that while I was driving at work today. I was like, what would happen? Do they just like, can they switch to being like, we're Fox now? Or like, we're like NBC? Like, can an affiliate do that? Or is that like law against that? But anyway, a lot of people have been very passionate about this. But I think we've been at this point since
Everybody's
2016.
passionate about it because they want to talk about it because they want to sound like they know about something, man. Like I don't. That's why I don't even want to talk about it, because like people just are like, it's turned into this thing where you take a standpoint based off of how you're trying to validate your quote unquote intellectual abilities.
Yeah, a lot of people want to argue about what side you're on. I typically take it as like, I don't know. The way I was brought up, if it's typically not good to end somebody's life, even if they're an asshole. Now, I will say that like he said some wild shit, and I could have seen somebody punching him.
Yeah.
Like I could have
Sure,
seen
man.
that type of thing, because whenever, especially young people on a college campus, but I didn't think we were at that point yet.
The whole thing stinks because
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
conspiracies
It's-
done popped up.
Well, dude, the story unfolded like a fucking choose your own adventure book. Afterwards, they were like, and then he was a sheriff's son, and then he was a Mormon, and then he had a transgender girlfriend, and then he was from outer space, and then he ate
but
cats, and his name was Alf, and you're like, what? No, wait,
So
wait, what?
the media just wants to like they got to get their shit in. But I was thinking about that as well. Like typically, like maybe saying I watch Mindhunter isn't the best way to be like I know about the FBI, but I would trust the people that their entire job is to research it, not the media just like trying to get out news to get ratings. So like when they were coming out saying shit, I was like, yeah, I don't care. Like like when dudes in suits show up being like, hey, we got his internet history, then I'll believe it. But
Also, I think Mindhunter is a pretty okay thing to base your view of the world on. Put that out there.
their new season coming soon.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
Dude,
Have you seen it yet?
No.
Oh, motherfucker, you
Come
gotta
on,
watch it.
dude.
That shit is so
Especially
I'm
as
on Alien
somebody
Earth right now,
as
guys.
somebody who likes murder, like serial killer stuff so much.
All right. Well, here's my thing about it is that I am so backed up on shows, like, and then to go back to initial statement I made, I get on Tubi, Freevee, and Pluto, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Yo, Airwolf," and I was like, "Oh shit, I
John
need to start-
Michael Vincent.
Okay,
I need to start
I'll
watching
say this
everything.
too, as specifically as somebody who likes like forensic stuff so much, like like the how they caught someone and how they like got inside their head. That show is all about. It's about the
Sure.
founding of the behavioral science unit in the FBI. Like,
I get the premise of the show.
Dude, the person that played Ed Kemper was. I was like,
he's
yo,
so good.
he's real.
mhm.
Yeah.
Well, listen, if he ain't no Joe Kenda, all right, all I know is
Dude, my mom
Lieutenant-
watched that motherfucking show. Like,
Yeah, because every woman in the world is in love with Joe Kenda.
it needs
man.
some like
Who's that?
70-year-old detective.
Yes, but dude, he fucking dropped. He be wetting the pants. Kelly watches fucking that show, and I'm pretty sure if I leave the house, something else happens. It's
Who's Joe Kenda?
Lieutenant Joe Kenda of the Colorado Springs Police Department. He was the head of homicide. He was the head homicide detective for.
Is he a real person?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He's a real person. He had a show called Homicide Hunter.
Oh, I haven't watched it, but I've heard you talk about it a lot.
Dude, well, he's just like just the most like salt of the earth guy, and he's like the way he tells a story, it's like your grandpa telling you a story, but the story's like, and then we found the body, and it had a baseball coming out of the rectum, and the eyeball was gone, and you're like, oh wow, grandpa, tell me more. And he like, yeah, it's wild. He's so good, but the last episode was like this, like it was not heart wrenching, but it was just it pulled at my heartstrings. That's what the term I'm looking for. So this whole show is just him recounting 300 cases that he solved as a murder. And dude, by the way, they killing motherfuckers in Colorado Springs. They don't fuck around in Colorado Springs. Like that dude had enough murders to choke a donkey. There's more murders in Colorado Springs, I think, than in like New York City. Well, according to Law and Order SVU, all the people be doing in New York is rape. But listen, man, there's 500 episodes of the show.
I think
on
someone got raped here. This is Ice-T.
I know. You mean to tell me that somebody likes to wear stockings on their head and listen to Hanson when they do sex to people?
There was this webcomic I saw that was like every episode of Law and Order SVU, like in 6 panels or whatever, and it was like, somebody like gets murdered, and then they're like, oh, the killer met the victim on Facebook, and then one of them's like, I also have a daughter, and the other one's like, I also use the internet. This is personal. And then it's like in one of the last panels, it's like Ice-T pokes his head in. And he's like, you guys need anything? And they're like, no, we're good. And then like the caption is Ice-T earns his paycheck.
Yeah, well, Ice-T usually comes on. The John Mulaney covers that really well. He's like, Ice-T just is surprised. Like he's surprised by everything that happens in the show. And but it's Finatola was it Finatola Tutu is his name on that show. But
What?
that's his full name on the show is Finatola Tutu.
What an insane! I've never watched SVU.
What?
No.
How? That's
I
like
don't-
not watching the news.
Exactly.
Like, gee, there's 350 episodes of that show. How the fuck have you not seen?
Okay.
And number
literally-
2, Mariska Hargitay,
No.
Christopher Maloney.
Fair.
Yo, man, that dude. If you've never seen Oz, how's you doing? He is.
But I was watching Seinfeld the other day, and then episode ends. Next thing's on SVU, right? And it's like a little kid. He's at hockey practice. He fucks up the game, and
then he gets banged.
I'm getting there. Then it cuts, whatever intro thing cuts to him and his mom walking to the car, and this little fucking kid falls over, collapses. And then the mom looks back at him, and then he's just where his asshole is just bleeding, just red in the sweatpants. And I was like, I gotta turn this off. I can't.
That's Law and Order SVU.
Exactly. I was like, I can't watch. This is horrific. What the fuck is happening?
Anal contusions.
Probably.
That's that show is fantastic, but dude, it is like, that's definitely one to watch. Kelly and I've watched every single episode of that show. I'm pretty sure of. But yeah, but Lieutenant Joe Kenda though, he is like, I mean, the last episode, they end up debriefing him about the show, what the show did for him, and he was like, yo, it is seriously the sweetest story you could ever hear from anybody, but let alone a detective, or like a homicide detective. And he was like, I harbored so much pain and scarring from this, that this show was therapeutic to a point where I've come out of my shell and all that stuff. So this dude, if you don't know this about Lieutenant Joe Kenda, after he retired from the police department, he wanted to find a job that was the exact opposite of what he was doing. He became a bus driver for the Colorado Springs
You would
public
think the
schools.
exact opposite of what he was doing would be becoming Murderer. Yeah,
Maybe that's where he's finding his prey.
maybe.
Yeah. See, and this is why, dude, Shenan helps me write jokes sometimes. She's, but we all know she has genetic advantage over all of us in the room.
Lashana Tova, by the way. Happy New Year.
Yeah, happy New Year. Mazel tov.
Yeah,
Herschel. He was talking about Herschel earlier. That was like, was Moisha coming too?
My dad was a black dude, like from the 50s, and this dude, like one of his favorite movies was Fiddler on the Roof, to where he would like walk around and sing it while he was working on his car, and I didn't know what Fiddler on the Roof was. And like I would hear the songs, and then one day they played it on like TBS or something. I was like, what in the fuck? First off, it's a musical, Pop.
Yeah.
Second off, what's going on, Pops? He's
They're
like,
really
I love
catchy
that.
songs.
Yeah, he's like, I love that song.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
If I was a rich man.
If I was a rich man. Yeah, dude.
He might have had that shit on vinyl. Like I was like,
Oh,
that's the
that's-
oddest.
He had double copies, just juggling beats in the house. Like, if I was a rich man.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that would be tight though, man. That would be tight. But yeah, Lieutenant Joe Kenda, man. That was but it was
Kenda.
Lieutenant Joe Kenda.
Yeah, my
man.
mom would
I'm just
post
keep
it.
saying his name so that he picks it up on the algorithm.
Well, I know during COVID, my mom would post like that. She was so active on social media, like and just posting everything she watched on goddamn TV. Yeah, motorcycles.
Dude, but while it's going on, this like
right.
right now, the skeleton is just pelvic thrusting at you, man. You can't see this on camera, but there's a tapestry behind George of a.
He's trying to fuck my head.
I mean, look at it. It's like dry humping George's head right now.
It's got a skeleton on it, and it's right in front of the air conditioner, which is like blowing the skeleton in a suggestive way.
I'd blow a
I'm
skeleton.
like that. It's like this.
I'm a hot commodity in the death community.
That sounds like a rap line.
Hot commodity in the death community.
I just added into one of my songs about being sad. It'll seem poignant,
Oh, yeah. I can see that too.
dude.
But
So what else happened? Like we've been gone so long that I've
Man.
multiple things. Oh, the rapture.
Oh,
you
yeah.
were just talking
We-
about.
the Left
It's
Behind.
not quite midnight yet. It could still happen.
We're
And then
not
they kind of
happening.
went back on it too, and they're like, it's either going to be the 23rd or the 24th. So it could happen tomorrow.
Isn't
Yeah,
it
but what
centering
about-
around the holiday?
what time zone?
I don't know, maybe.
They said something about trumpets go off at a certain point, and they like,
What time zone?
I don't know. They didn't give a specific
Utah.
time.
Mountain time.
So it hit
It's
us
gotta
at like
be.
3 a.m. So we'll just be.
I've
asleep.
just-
I mean,
My
some of us will
favorite
be
part
asleep.
about this whole rapture thing is that it's because some people are like, it's happening, and then it's the other motherfuckers that are like, it's not happening. You can't listen to these false prophets, and then they're trying to sell their own things. It's beautiful. I love it, because I wish I had the community and the belief and confidence that I'm going to go up to heaven. Like I was watching a video of this lady. She was giving tips on what you need to do. Number one, you got to write some notes in your pockets so then when your family sees it, your sinner family, they'll know where you've gone.
Well, I know that there's.
You got to have clean underwear. 'Cause you don't want that. You don't want your dirty drawers falling down.
You don't want shitty draws when you see
It's
St.
bad.
Peter. I had to look up why everybody thought it was, and it was based around a Jewish holiday, and they said it's something about horns. But does the holiday happen every year?
It's
Yes.
Gabriel's.
So
horns.
every year they're like, it's coming. It's fucking
No,
coming
only
this
certain-
year.
Maybe they just learned about Rosh Hashanah, and they're like, oh, shit. This is coming?
Like I saw that episode of Seinfeld, and now
Yeah.
I'm just.
So like I typed in Rapture 2025, and the related searches are 2025 Rapture date. Will the Rapture happening? Is the Rapture happening? The Rapture coming soon.
These all sound like movie posters, too. Like, The Rapture coming soon.
In a world.
I guarantee you, if you go into one of those like Christian bookstore, there's some movie that's called The Rapture, and it's like probably starring Kirk Cameron.
Oh, dude.
Probably.
Hopefully, Candace Cameron. I should know.
Is that DJ?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I
DJ
miss her.
Tanner. Yeah, dude. We on the remember there was a Rapture like 12 years ago or whatever, and Jeffy Coles, and who else? It was we were at the Cowboy Cafe, and they called our homie who had a limo, and he showed up in the limo, and we drove to the mall in DC, and Jeff and Kelly, man, I'm drawing a blank on. Anyways, Jeff and Kelly are friends. they'd gotten a bunch of clothes together. Like they went and bought a bunch of outfits from Goodwill, and they brought them. And so they coordinated, and we went to the mall, and they just put like piles of clothes to make it look like some people have been just zapped up all over the mall in DC. It was
this when
I was hammered. I didn't know what was going on. I just jumped in the limo because I thought we were going to play. I was like, "Yay, we're going down to do something stupid!" And then they were doing that. I was like, "Oh, this is brilliant."
Was this when the Mayan calendar
Yes.
was supposed to? Yeah. I went to an end of the world party that year. I remember.
Oh, I was waiting for it.
Man, the end of the everybody goddamn well knows right. At the end of the world's happening this year. It's gonna be when the 3-eye Atlas comet shows up as not a comet but a mothership, and our alien
I
overlords
should have
show
never
up.
looked that shit up because it started like now my algorithm is all fucked up, and I get like these random like just photographed today, and it's like they'll show like it looks like a fucking Star Cruiser and shit. I'm like, all right, I know this is fake.
The pictures from the deep space one are interesting because they actually do look like it looks like a traffic light. It doesn't look like a comet, but regardless, when our alien overlords show up here, Helltown Radio will be glad to broadcast your propaganda-driven alien broadcast programs all over the place. We support your enslavement of the human race. It is here that we
just
will...
make the Matrix and put me in it.
No, just give me the ability to fly and a laser beam eyeball, and I will show you how to make them fat. And
Why
cook.
only one?
What? Why one?
Why only one?
Because I want one to fucking look out.
It's gonna be
I want
our
one
luck.
to look out of, dude.
You can't look out of the robot one.
No, I want one's a weapon and one's a fucking.
We're gonna be
Okay.
fucked over. It's gonna be like a primate-based system.
Chris, we walk around.
They're
with
gonna
no depth
fucking fuck us
perception.
over. They're gonna be like, "Hey, bite that one's fingers off just to show dominance."
Yep. Well, dude, I mean,
Or they'll fuck with you. They'll be super smart and they'll be like, "Hey, give him the anal probe and tell him it makes him fly. See what he does."
man. Speaking of aliens on Earth, man, I got caught up in the show Alien Earth. Have you watched any of it yet? Spectacular.
Well, I got high as shit on Sunday and watched every episode that they had put out.
It's awesome, man.
And they got good music. In the third episode, they play Tool.
They got
as the
Kanye on it.
No, but they definitely play Stinkfist. Or no, yeah, they play Stinkfist.
and how's you doing? Yeah,
I
no,
never
that-
thought that they would play Tool Stinkfist on a fucking TV show on FX.
Yeah, I love that show. So far, the only complaint I have is that just like I appreciate what they're doing to make it look like it's a produced for television. It's not as high production value, even though they have the access to the money for it. But the xenomorph is kind of bitch in this fucking show, man. They made this xenomorph, the xenomorph in the first two Alien movies. Nobody was fucking with that. All right, in this one, the first 3 episodes, spoiler alert, gets murked by a fucking synth. You know what I mean?
What?
Like, yeah, bro.
Yeah, but I think the sense in this one, like
barehanded too.
well, I think in this one, like each one of those different cybernetic, like whether it's a cyborg, the synth, or like the hybrid, like singularity ones. I think they all have different things. Like I think the cyborg one is actually the most badass because that motherfucker can turn like parts of his body into different shit.
Yeah, I like how he was what was it? He I forget what he reminds me of one of the dads from the dad from he reminds me of the dad from House Party because I recently watched House Party. And,
House Party's a good film.
Oh, dude, House Party is one of the quintessential movies that every Afro-American
Smells like puss.
You smell that? You smell that? He's like, what's that smell?
Yeah.
I smell that. So those guys, that group, they're the producers and the directors of that movie. Actually, they were called fuck. What was the name of the band they had? It was a group. It was a rap group, but they were actually the producers and the directors of that movie. Have you ever seen House? Chris ever made you see House Party?
It's one of his favorite movies, but I haven't watched it in a long time.
Has he ever made you try to do the dance?
The kick step.
No.
Dude, Carbone and I tried to learn that. It's so if you think everybody thinks everybody just remembers just the kick step.
Oh yeah,
no,
no.
there is fucking a lot
kinds
to
of-
that dance, dude. Like you got to jump between each other's legs. There's fucking like that. I love that era of '90s, like just of black dancing in the '90s. It was so aggressive and like just so physical.
So much cross color.
Kelly, oh dude, I put on House Party once, and Kelly was like, "Oh my god, why are they so aggressive?" It's like,
Show her like Breaking 2 then.
but that was like, dude, it was like the dancing. It was like the Fly Girls dancing on in
Oh,
Living
yeah.
Color, and the dancing of the choreographed dancing of House Party. House Parties 1, 2, and 3, and then they had Class Act because they didn't want to renew the franchise. They just made that movie Class Act, which is essentially House Party 4.
You know what the worst black cinema sequel ever is?
What's that?
How High 2.
Oh, it is. It's absolutely piss poor.
terrible.
I made it 12 minutes into that movie before I quit, and I was like, "This is
As soon as,
Danny DeVito is turning over in his grave right now."
as soon as it got through the titles and I
You know,
didn't.
Danny DeVito. He was the executive producer of How High 1.
Really?
He made How High 1 happen.
That movie
I was
is
just
funny
confused
as
if Danny DeVito's alive.
shit.
He is, but I'm just saying, How High 2 was so bad that preemptively he went and bought a coffin, got into it, closed it, and turned over 3 times.
Children's coffin.
I've definitely like my kid has finally hit the point where I guess I'm comfortable watching those movies with her and being like, so I'm definitely like, hey, we got a whole bevy of movies to watch when you come home for winter or fall break.
Yeah, you got to make her watch Higher Learning.
No,
If you really want her to not bring home a white guy,
no.
or really if you want to bring home a white guy, I don't know.
Nah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Shannon, did you want to?
Up again.
Did you want to?
I think she's having fun in college.
Kitty?
She definitely hasn't hit me up yet. Like
That
other than to ask for
yeah.
gas money
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
or to be like, hey, when I come back, you want to go to wrestling class?
I
And
keep
was
forgetting
like,
she's
okay.
already in college. Man.
Yeah, dude,
I
shit's
forget-
nuts.
Yeah,
I keep
school
on,
started.
I know. I keep thinking it's next year. I'm like, oh yeah, George's kid will be in school next. All right, so she's at
Randolph.
Randolph-Macon.
Yeah, like
When are we gonna road trip, bro?
I'm giving her time. I told her, I joked around when she first left. I was like, I'm gonna show up the second week you're there and embarrass you. She was like, do not do that.
I don't think kids can get embarrassed by their parents anymore. I think that
They
we.
easily
by
can.
by
Can
me,
they?
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
She
Oh wow.
I'm very good at
I
I mean,
running mouth.
my parents still managed to embarrass me.
Your parents
No,
are
I'm
like this
I
nice,
love my parents.
Your parents are such
But
sweethearts.
still,
Yeah,
no, they are.
like, dude, I need to get a fishing trip in with your dad, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm trying to hit the
Some
river
fly
with-
fishing.
Nah, I mean, well, it would be fly fishing, but that's because the way we dress. You know what I'm saying? We
Wearing
sh-
Yeah.
Burberry instead of Wilder.
man, we show up in velour. We show up in matching velour suits, contrasting. Yeah,
Dude.
my parents. Dude, I don't know. My parents were like really good at embarrassing. Dude, I'll never forget this one time, and we were in 7th grade, and my parent. We used to hang out with my 8th grade, and my one friend Noel. His parents were like, they were like. Now that I look at it, they were potheads, and they were totally fucking with us. And one time they came to pick us up from the middle school dance at the Herndon Middle School dance. Right after it became Herndon Middle School, it was Herndon Intermediate School the year before. Herndon Middle School dance, and they showed up, and he was wearing just wearing a sarong, and that's all. All right, and
Sarong
he
is
was
so
built,
right.
and he
though.
was, but he was built like Danny DeVito.
Why was he wearing a sarong?
Because he was messing with us. Because they came to pick us
Oh,
up. His mom
okay.
was wearing a bathrobe and curlers in her hair. And man, I was just like, oh snap, dog! And they got us so good. That was a good one. My parents were just good. My parents were good at embarrassing me because my parents are like really intellectual, and so therefore they can like just viscerally strike. So they would just like just go straight for
My parents never did anything like particularly embarrassing. I was just like extremely embarrassed that I had parents when I was like a preteen and a teenager, Like I wanted everybody to think I just like spawned independently and here I am.
I think everybody's because every teenager you ever see with their parent in public's like, oh, they're like, I can't believe I'm with this person.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, you can. Who else is gonna buy you those fucking Jinko jeans? You fuck.
Oh, dude.
But no, I can't think of one thing. Like, no, my parents were never intentionally embarrassing, even though they would try to be, but they were kind of cool. But the one thing that was funny, like all the stuff my parents did that was quote unquote embarrassing then is now like total like so it's like just social practice now. It's like my dad was huge on recycling when we were like right. So when I was in like elementary school and middle school, we had like my dad amassed like tons of cans and newspapers and glass, and it was all sorted. And then on Sunday we would take the shit to Barron Cameron Park where they had those recycling bins where you had to go and put them in yourself. And only select few hippies were doing it. We had a compost and all that shit. And people would always be, all my friends would be like, dude, what's wrong? Are you guys like gay or something? You're like, dude, no, because that's what we used to say back in the 90s.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, it was like that and like eating organic and doing all this shit. Like, yeah. Hoggish Greedley, there he is. Well, we have Captain Planet queued up on the computer here. You know, I'll tell you what, man. When I was like, one of my funny jail stories is that one of the first days I was in there, and why I got into working out as hard as I did when I was in there, was one of the black dudes in there called me Hoggish Greedley, and I was like, yo, no. I was like, I can't be the bad guy from Captain Planet.
Hoggish Greedley.
Yeah, Hoggish. I always remember Hoggish Greedley. That was his
That
name.
shit was so great.
Y'all ever seen the? I think it's Funny or Die.
With
Green
Don
Planet?
Cheadle?
Yeah, with Don
Oh,
Cheadle.
dude, it's like
That shit's so good.
the makeup is so good. And you can tell it's Don Cheadle, but he is so blue. It's so great.
Is it? Maybe Don Cheadle really is the captain. He's like the real Captain Planet.
I would not be surprised. I love Don Cheadle, man.
Yeah, man.
He was War Machine and Iron Man.
Oh yeah, like
I like Terrence Howard better, but
I was gonna say
That's only 'cause
I don't, because I always expect him to be like, hey man.
No, he was. That's what I was waiting for.
This is War Machine, man.
Dude, little known fact about Shenan.
Oh.
One of her favorite movies is Hustle and Flow.
Oh, I do really like Hustle and Flow. Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that movie all the way through, but I did laugh at a movie that had a song called "Whoop That Trick," won an Oscar. I was
Yeah.
like, what?
It's
Do you
an
know who
Oscar-worthy
said what
movie.
before you?
What?
Juicy J. He was like, what? And
Us?
and from thenceforth, they are only announced as the Academy
Academy
Award
Award-winning.
winning 3-6 Mafia.
It has the beautiful line, "I ain't trying to call no ho no bitch."
You gotta cover that song.
Oh
Oh
my
no,
God.
that's not in the song. I just mean the
No, no.
movie has that line.
Yeah, but no, you need to
I
cover.
should
I think
cover
you
that
should cover
song.
"Whoop That Trick."
Okay.
Can you cover
Like
"Whoop
it in
That
like a
Trick"?
acoustic country blues style.
Yes.
Okay.
Like Ben
Mhm.
Folds.
Whoop
Eddie will
that
drop.
trick.
Eddie will take care of all the N bombs for you.
Okay,
man,
good.
In the song.
Fabulous.
Actually, we'll hire BG for that. We'll bring in BG. Yeah, dude, she loves. She was telling me that one day, and I was just like, it was like, what? There's always there's funny little bits of information. Sometimes I find out about Shenan, but you know that was one of them when she said she loved Hustle Flow. Yeah, but it's like, you know what's funny? There's like there's the fan theory about like how Maine from Hustle and Flow is the dude from Dead Presidents, because essentially Terrence Howard plays the exact same character
Yeah,
in both movies. Yeah, there's a fan theory about that.
dude. When I heard him,
And then he becomes Iron Man. Then he becomes War Machine.
well, now I don't want to say he's crazy, but he has some wild ass theories. Like I saw him and Eric Weinstein, who's like, you know, an actual like scientist, and he was talking about like a lot of stuff. He was like, well, that's true, and he was like, that's not true.
Teriology, brother.
Yeah, like the fact that he spoke at Oxford was wild.
Terrence Howard.
Yeah, he had this
Teriology.
How long did he say Maine? How many times did he say Maine?
none.
Damn it.
Like, but he was talking about shit, and like it's almost like he doesn't have the full language of science, like, so he doesn't sound like a scientist. So he ends up sounding like somebody really high telling you about something scientific.
So I don't know a lot of actors' names. Is Terrence Howard like the main guy in Hustle and Flow?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like wearing a turtleneck, and he was like talking at Oxford. He was like, "Yes, this frequency makes a geographic pattern." Like I was like, "Oh,"
Yeah.
but it just seemed like something one of my high friends would have said in high school.
Yeah, I mean, Terrence Howard though. The ultimate party crew. It would be like, if I could get it together, it would be me, Terrence Howard, and Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh.
Yeah, man. You're gonna be in trouble. You're gonna have to be wrangling somebody all night.
Somebody come suck this baby dick.
Yeah, dude, you gotta wrangle your friend. Dude, there's nothing worse than being in a public place and you know your friend has done something wrong and you're gonna have to take an ass beating just because he's your homie, and you're gonna have to take the ass whipping.
We were talking about after work the other day of times you've gotten kicked out of a bar, and I was like, well, I've never been kicked out myself, but I've been with people who are kicked out, and then afterwards I'm like, I should go. Out of respect for this place, I should go too. It's kind of like that.
Oh, dude. I definitely was in a strip club once, and one of my friends, he put his hand on the stripper's leg, but she was sitting on his lap. I'll give him that in that defense.
Okay.
Like, she's already. You probably still shouldn't. You probably should just be
Yeah.
like, strip club, hands by
Yeah.
side. And she slapped the shit out of his
Oh my
hand.
God.
And everybody stopped and sort of looked. But she kept sitting there. And then I
Mhm.
guess he did it again. And as soon as he did it, she shot up off of him and turned around and looked at him. And at that very moment, I was like, I'm going to get my ass whipped by one of these big-ass bouncers. This is fucking terrible. And then luckily, she was like, didn't call over the bouncer. And I looked at this motherfucker like, we are leaving. Like, bouncers at clubs are gigantic sometimes, especially strip clubs. And, like, normally, I see a big dude and I'll be like, I got to kick him in the knee and run the opposite direction. These guys are like, nah, he's going to pick me up and throw me. This is going to fucking suck.
Yeah.
But, yeah, word to the wise, youngins, don't touch the strippers no matter what. Keep your hands in your motherfucking pockets.
Don't touch the money either.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Dude, if any...
Dude, we actually...
Oh, my God, dude. That's like... Yeah.
I'll say a funny story. Hopefully Gideon is watching this right now. So shout out Kip and Gideon and Sunshine and everybody that's hanging out over there. Yeah, one night Gideon showed up at Vinova when Carbone and I were closing. And Gideon had made a lot of money that day. And he had also had a lot of drinks that day. And just jokingly, this is one of my points of sobriety, so I was like, oh, man, I'm sober. I could just drive us to West Virginia. We go to a strip club. And he was like, done. We're taking my car. Let's go. Everything's on me. And I'm like, oh, shit. But he says it in a way deeper Cockney accent, which I'm not going to butcher right now. But yeah, so
Governor.
Pretty much. And so we end up getting there. When we got there, we get there, and the bouncer's like, okay, show us some IDs. We all have IDs, and of course, my man Gids doesn't have his ID with him. And they're like, sorry. And he was like, well, how about will this work for you? And he pulled out a Benjamin. And they were like, all right, that works. So they let us in, and we went in, and just homeboy, just like, I wouldn't say like it wasn't making it rain. It was a snowball fight. And like he just started crumpling up like indescript bills. Like there was a 50, there was a 5, there was a 1, there was a 2, there was a 20, there was a 10, and he was just throwing these bills.
When you said snowball fight, I thought you were saying he was giving them cocaine.
Oh.
Well, Shenan, wow, man. You know what? That explains why when you invited me to that snowball fight, you weren't wearing a parka.
And it was July. And I was like, why did you come unprepared?
Dude, people that still do coke is wild now.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just
because all of it has fentanyl.
Yeah, like that. I guess that's why. Like I didn't want to say I'm a weak ass, but like you'd really have to know the person. That's like it's the same thing as like fucking somebody doing coke now. It's like, yo, you got your coke report? You've been tested lately?
I love Squizzy's joke about that. Aren't you glad it ain't fentanyl?
Yeah.
Dude, that shit is such a good joke.
Kills.
It does, man. Shout out my man Curran Singh, K Squizzy, K Sing Comedy, baby.
Yeah.
We need to get Squizzard back on the show,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
I miss that motherfucker. You know, he has not been around Front Royal as much as he was last year, man.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, come on, man. Curran, man. What's up? We miss you out here. We need you. We need you
at least once a month.
Yeah, we need you for at least so that we can so we can have that diversity in our crew. Because when we're all together, we have Isaac, me, you, Eddie, Ace, Shenan.
I'm part of the crew?
Well, yeah, now you are. For diversity and inclusion.
Okay.
And
I don't do comedy, though.
Yeah, you do. Remember, you're the worst comedian ever.
Right.
She is the worst comedian ever. She says she's going to go tell jokes, and then she shows up on stage and just plays beautiful, sad music.
I just freeze when I get up there and I start singing. Terrible.
But, yeah, whenever we're together, I feel like we look like a United Colors of Benetton commercial. Like, it's just like a bunch of, like, we're at the bar and we're all hee-hawing together. Just like, there's like, we're like one color. Everybody's a different color and sexuality. And just like, we're having a good time. You remember the United Colors of Benetton?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like their thing was like that. They were the first racially openly.
Yeah, I'm a
racially
transitional
inclusive.
color.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're good. Like, we put you between me and Ace. And that's kind of like,
I'm kind of ethnically ambiguous. Like, you wouldn't immediately know what I am.
Yeah, you're like a female Steven Seagal.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like you could be Greek, you could be Italian, you could be Jewish, you could be
Hispanic,
half
I've
black.
done that. Yeah,
You know that dude?
could.
That dude in he's in Training Day. He's one of the like Latin gang dudes.
Hector?
Maybe the dude with the mustache.
Hector.
Yeah,
His name is Hector.
That motherfucker in real life is Samoan. I've seen him play everything in every single movie except for White. I was
Matt Waller too, man. That's another.
Matt Waller. confused
Shout out
me.
Matt Waller, baby.
Shouts out. Matt Waller has confused me since the first day I met him. I expected him to be like, at the very least, I'm like,
He's got that's his superpower.
I'm
He's
part Moroccan. I expected something, but this motherfucker was like, no, my parents are both white. I was like, no, stop lying. Right, you are lying to
Dude.
my motherfucking face.
Matt is like, that's his superpower. His superpower is
His melanin's up.
like Cyclops could shoot a laser beam. Wolverine had the claws. Matt Waller can drop
Popped
it.
out the Wu-Tan.
He can say an N-bomb to a black dude's face.
Yeah, if he
And
shaves his head and grows like a nice beard,
it's going to be at least confusing enough that he'll have the time to run off before anything happens.
his mom is Jamaican.
Normally they're like, it was like, oh, maybe, you know, they're like, fuck, I guess. Maybe he's Puerto Rican, and we let the Puerto Ricans say it. You know, I don't
Is that true? Is that true?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, yes. If you haven't listened to Fat Joe or Big Punisher.
all right, so like, oh, it's gonna sound so fucked up. There is a relatively blanket pass for anybody who's not white to say the word, and
dude,
then, like
if you're-
it's fucked up, but
then
like it's pretty true.
It's
But then we get into how do you define white?
Well, there's the thing.
So,
if you have to ask the question,
Even I, because of hairy arms, unless I've got a tan, I'm like, I might get my ass whipped. I'm gonna have to pull out a picture of my
Right.
grandma and like be like, hey, hold on.
you know, that works for me though, because like now that my dad's black, like, you know, it's a new thing. Like, and for people that have never heard my jokes about or have heard me tell the story a million times a week, my dad. So in my family, we have there's a genetic disorder that causes the blood not to be able to process certain spectrum of light from the sun, and it makes the capillaries cook pretty much. And so my dad has it real bad, and so he loves being outdoors though. So he did a bunch of experimental therapies, and one of them was a melanin therapy. And so my dad looks like Soul Man. And Mike Kenworthy, shout out, like,
C.
well,
Thomas
yeah,
Howell.
I'll show you guys a picture. But we were in a cab ride home in Florida for coming home from a hockey game, and cab driver and I were talking. He's like, "Yeah, what music you want to listen to?" And I was like, "Yo, I want to listen to Kodak Black." And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Fuck yeah, that's my like second cousin." And I'm like, "Yo, that's tight as shit, man. Like, let's next time we're here, let's link up." He's like, "Yeah." And my dad's like, "Oh, what's Kodak Black?" And then the dude looks at my dad and he's like, "Sir, I don't want to be rude or nothing, but he's like, you Creole or something?" Like, he's like, "What?" You know, he's like, "Cause I'm looking, yeah, cause he's looking at like my sister and I, who are visibly white, and
What the shit happened?
my dad is dark. I mean, my dad he's dark, like he's
Yeah.
dark. It's not like you know, we're talking about like way darker than khaki, and." So the cab driver then was my dad's like, "Oh no, you know, whatever." And then it was just awesome because then we explained to my dad who Kodak Black was, and then the cultural exchange was then when we were we opened up one of the windows in the car and it did the wah thing. My dad, he's an aerospace engineer. He was able to thoroughly explain how that happens. So it was a great cultural exchange in the car. It was just like one of those moments. Like I just wanted to be playing Ebony and Ivory in the background. And just like I wanted to be wearing a dashiki through it, and
Dude, and the kufu.
the kufi,
Yeah, the hat.
the kufi, the AKA the thinking cap. That's what we used to call it in jail. Like when we were like being mean, like there would be like the stupid heads that would come in, and then they'd be like, "Now that I've become a Muslim, I'm smart." So they'd be like, "I got the rectification of a specification that came after the manipulation
I
from
don't
the
know.
space station."
I went to the Manassas, fucking, what was it? Like, what was that shit? Oh, man, I am so high. Manassas, fucking, god damn it. It wasn't even a thrift. It was like a fucking flea market. They had a flea market in Manassas. And they had all these little shops. A lot of them were like trading cards. And then they got to this one shop and it was a bunch of fake bling and like FUBU and like really big white t-shirts and fucking baggy shit. And then in the back of that store, they had dashikis. And I definitely bought one, and my homie Brian also bought one, and they were quite comfortable.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Just walk around wearing some goddamn flip-flops. You feel like an African king. At least I did.
did you feel like a Budweiser African king?
Now, I felt like I was a contemporary of Eddie Murphy's character, in Coming to America.
Merry New Year.
Yeah, dude.
Merry New Year. Have you ever seen the Budweiser? I was telling her about this. The Budweiser African Kings advertisement. Campaign.
No.
It was like I think it was the late '70s, early '80s. They did a advertisement campaign. It's actually very like fascinating to look into, dude. Yeah, they did. It was African Kings and Queens, and it was like the actual African Kings and Queens of Africa, and not the Toto's Africa, but real Africa, and because we all know the Toto's Africa was very inaccurate.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean, you look at
it's
that.
a fucking kid doing a book report. It literally, that's what it is. You watch the music video, it's like a kid trying to do a book report, and he's like, what do I know about Africa? He just throws it all together.
The 80s was so
I've never
awesome.
seen. Yeah, the 80s, they were. That was awesome. It was when we didn't have the internet yet, so we didn't know. And the only thing you knew about different cultures were what your homies told you when they came back from vacation.
Oh yeah.
Or if you found, or if somebody had the Encyclopedia Britannica collection.
The only thing I knew about Germany was motherfucking the Scorpions.
Yeah, dude.
Winds of Change.
Do you remember when? Do you remember when America got bit with the Australian craze?
Oh
in
yeah.
like the late '80s, early Crocodile Dundee came out, and then
Mhm.
they had like what was it? They had that come from a land down under.
Oh,
that
Men at
Men at
Work.
Work.
Men
Yeah,
at Work
Men
was
at
a little bit earlier
And-
though.
oh yeah, but then they had but it became popular because of that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then there was a Yahoo Serious.
Yahoo Serious and
Dude.
Young Einstein was one of the greatest cinematic.
Yes!
Like that shit was great. Have you ever seen Young Einstein? Oh my
No.
god.
Oh my God!
You gotta watch it.
Yahoo Serious is Young Einstein. Like they make this, it's like a play on how Einstein discovers atomic energy because he splits an atom and it carbonates beer, and like before beer was flat, and it's just, dude, it was such an amazing, like such a crazy premise of a movie, but such great execution. Way better than Theodore Rex, but Theodore Rex also a great movie that's starring it's a buddy cop movie starring Whoopi Goldberg and an animatronic Tyrannosaurus Rex, in the future. When they bring back animals from the dead or from the extinct animals, and they bring back dinosaurs.
That's what Jurassic Park should have been.
They should. I think Jurassic Park should have been outright like a romance movie, like a sex romance movie, a black sex romance movie, like where they played like it's like Romeo and Juliet.
No,
Hot
it should have been
sex
like
on a platter just to get you
it
wet.
should have been like
Do you remember that song?
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember we played it on here. Silky Fine.
Silky Fine. You know what movie disappointed me when I got older?
What's up?
Well, there's a couple of them. Because maybe this is just me being a weirdo when I was a kid. But that movie, 9.5 Weeks, everybody always talked about how it was so fucking wild. And I watched that shit, and I was like, this is bullshit. This isn't even wild. And then Clockwork Orange. People built that movie up so hard. I thought I was going to see people getting their like eyes ripped in half and stuff. And it's just like, it's fucked up.
I mean, it was probably pretty violent for the time.
Yeah, I mean the rape on camera, I think was not a normal thing at that point in time.
I
Now
guess
we're
it-
just like,
yeah.
that's an everyday 2 p.m. showing of
I
SVU.
think I saw it after I'd seen movies like, what's that shit? Like 8mm?
That's a movie.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the movie with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, like the snuff film. I had seen that already, so I was like, this is already too crazy.
Yeah.
That movie is good as shit though.
Dude, yeah, that movie's pretty good.
There's Retribution.
I haven't seen it. I just know it's a
Ooh,
movie.
what's that movie with Mel Gibson where his wife gets kidnapped? And isn't it called like not Retribution? It's called you know what I'm talking about? That movie where
I get that one confused with the other one he did, Ransom.
Dude, I started watching Escape from New York the other night too, man.
That motherfucker is badass.
Yeah, dude. Kurt Russell, man. You know, shout out to Kurt Russell. I feel like Kurt Russell, in the grand scheme of things, really got douched in the whole action, like as an action hero. Like he really did, man. Like everybody always talks about Schwarzenegger and Stallone and Jean-Claude Van Damme and Chuck Norris, but man, fucking Kurt Russell, dude.
So
I
Kurt
mean,
Russell was a
Russell's
beast, but he also made Overboard and shit like that.
Yeah. Okay. Which, by the way, another fucking great
it's an
movie.
awesome film.
The remake of it, but like
They made a remake?
Yes, they did a remake of it.
Yeah.
I forget who's in it. It's like Benny Blanco or something. But
What the fuck is a Benny Blanco?
you know who Benny Blanco is? That's
No.
Selena Gomez's boyfriend. He's a hip hop producer. He's from Reston, Virginia.
No, he's a pop music producer too.
Well, he went from hip hop to pop.
Well, I'm just saying he's got bangers on his.
Yeah, I know nothing.
discography.
I know nothing.
He's
about...
funny because he's so he looks like he's kind of homeless because he's an artist or whatever. Like we'll just go with that, so I can be nice about it in case he's listening. Just in case.
Shout out my boy Benny. I
Yeah,
remember
Benny
you,
Blanco.
dude.
Yo, rest in town center,
You saw my
man. Yo,
kids.
man. Next time we meet up there, I'll get the mozzarella sticks Apollos. What's up? That's a throwback to the rest in town center golden era. But no, but he is like, yeah. So he would like. There's. Have you ever seen that video of him getting thrown out of the gala? He's like at some gala with Selena Gomez, and like security's like, "Hey, homeless guy, get the fuck out of here." And he's like, "No, that's my girlfriend." And they're like, "Yeah, sure it is, buddy." But then
you got to take that as a source of pride.
Hell yeah, dude. I wouldn't want to be looking like any of those pencil dicks, dude. Come on, man. Spaghetti dicks, whatever. What's the term we're gonna use for that?
Tiny
Skinny
penis men.
penis?
Teeny penis.
Yeah, I thought we determined that the girth doesn't matter; it's the length.
Well, girth will matter.
No, girthless. If you, yeah, but no, it's like it's yeah.
I mean, if you I mean, there can be too much girth. You could have a chode.
Girth Brooks.
That's
Yeah.
Girth Brooks. All right, I gotta make a fake CD cover. I'm just gonna widen his crotch.
No, just widen him. Just make Garth Brooks. Just make him wider than he is long.
Oh, I gotta get T-shirts made.
I was gonna say that
Fuck
sounds like a
Country
good
chi-
T-shirt idea.
That might have to be my country
Country
alter
chodes.
ego.
Yeah, you can be like Garth Brooks, Country Chodes. Country Chode, take me home.
Oh fuck! I have things to do this weekend.
To a place I belong with vagina.
Oh, I was like, where's he? What's he gonna hit? What's he gonna hit?
Yeah.
You delivered, my boy.
Oh man.
Oh, Jesus
This is
fucking
great.
Christ.
This is great. Oh man, what's going? How's that blood orange?
It's good.
Yeah,
three notched.
Yeah.
The ghost. Is,
Shout out 3 Notch.
Apparently, at the BP up the street, they have a great they're selling 24 packs of Devil's Backbone.
oh, you mean
For
the
$10? Yes,
the
$10 24 packs.
the
of,
Skitter BP where fucking
That's such a good name for it.
that place is a walking herpes sore. They just got cheap gas.
I like going in there. They
Especially on New Year's Eve, it's like 99 cents. I don't know what the fuck they doing.
What?
Daddy need crack money. like, fucking, that shit's fucking wow.
You might have killed Eddie.
No, that shit is fucking ridiculous. Like I've going there super early in the morning before work at like 4 and just seeing like people like stripping car parts and like sitting outside shirtless. I'm like, yo, this is fucking crazy. Why are you here at this time in the morning? Working on brakes with no lights.
Dude, speaking of, last night on the drive home, I was driving home and I was passing by Shorestop at 1:00 in the morning, and there were two teenage kids, and they were riding on one of those rascal scooters in the parking lot, like jumping the parking blocks in a rascal scooter, dude. At 1:00 in the morning, I was like, and I caught it out of the corner of my eye, and by the time it all registered how funny and awesome it was, I was already like, should I turn around and go back and go like, I want to go do that too, but I didn't do it. But yeah, it was like that's it. That's what I love about Front Royal, man. It is like, yo, we get all the conveniences of a rural town in that we don't have a bunch of fucking weirdos all over the place. But if you look hard enough, you can always. It's like a Where's Waldo of it's like those Where's Waldos. Like you always like find like the off stuff that's in there. Yeah, dude, I love this place, man. It's so great, dude.
Speaking of Where's Waldo, I'm just gonna put on an advertisement. When I was a kid, they had like Where's Waldo, but it was for Pokemon, and I really want to buy them shits. I always look on eBay. Nobody's got them. They were awesome.
Yo, if any of you nerds out there have that shit, holler at
hit me
Eddie.
up.
Yeah, holler at Eddie, dude. He needs a new spank rack.
They were fucking awesome, dude. They had all the Pokemon. It was like a Where's Waldo, like just Pokemon everywhere. It was really cool. I don't want no one else.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's fucking coolest thing
Yeah,
ever.
bro.
Whatever, man.
Take your glasses off.
I don't have to see anybody, but I feel like Millhouse. Whenever I take my glasses off now, I feel like that. That's how Millhouse. Whenever they'd have him in The Simpsons take off his glasses, his eyes wouldn't
Little
even
tiny ass eyes.
even like beadier, because I'm like squinting trying to see shit now.
Okay, squinty.
But I also feel like RoboCop, and like I always like as a kid, I was like, why does he take off his visor? I hate it when he does that. It makes him less tough, like. But then I realized it was him, relinquishing his outer shell to show his humanity, and also it must have been uncomfortable as fuck under that goddamn visor, man.
You know,
like,
90% of the reason why I wanted to see RoboCop is because all the other kids came home from watching it either on VHS or whatever. Like, he shoots somebody in the dick, and I was like, "Yo, bro, are you serious?"
I have
This is
both.
the first time in my life. I was probably 7. Some people can get shot in the dick. This is a thing.
Yeah, when I remember seeing that at 7, my first time ever seeing a rated R movie, I was 7, and my dad was like,
What
It
the
was-
fuck was happening?
Well-
Why were both of y'all 7?
in 1987, man, it was
I know,
great. It was a
shit.
great year. But Predator was in the movie theaters at the same time as RoboCop, and
I was born that year.
Yep.
Yeah, so it was a good year.
But yeah, you were born. Maybe you are RoboCop.
Maybe.
But no. So my dad like had rented it, and it was my godbrothers and my godmother were visiting from Alaska, and they were down. We were downstairs, and my dad was like, "Okay, you guys can watch this movie," because we were like, "Yeah, we need to watch a movie." And my dad didn't want to go to Errol's. At that point in time, it was Errol's.
I remember Errol's.
Yeah, and so it was in the red box and everything.
Didn't I give you?
Yeah,
that?
you did. You gave me Out of Africa.
Yeah, dude.
I have Out of Africa now on DVD and VHS.
That's one of my mom's favorite movies.
Oh
She loves Out of
man,
Africa.
maybe we should have a viewing party with Beth for like in my basement next year when we get into that podcast series.
That sounds great.
But yeah, so like so we watched RoboCop, and then that scene came on. Like we were already like, oh shit, like this motherfucker's got a handgun that's a machine gun. He can fucking target with his eyes, and then he shoots that dude in the dick. Dude, and then the toxic fucking the scene when Emilio turns into that shit when he gets hit by the car and he explodes everywhere, and then fucking Clarence Boddicker getting fucking stabbed in the neck. The whole thing as a kid, you're 7 years old. I walked, and that's probably why I love the movie so much. It was just so fantastic.
Bitches leave.
Bitches leave. Yeah, I didn't know what cocaine.
Fuck?
I didn't know what cocaine on the titty was though, so I was like, why is he sniffing her? Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? You have a perfectly good robot with a gun you could be hanging out with, but instead you're with these two bimbos. What the fuck are you doing? I was like, idiot. You deserve to die. No, but yeah, we watched that shit, dude, and I was like, yo, man, that was like, it was like that was the first rated R movie I saw in my life, and I remember it just being very, it was just very eye-opening. But yeah, the guy getting shot. I actually got the like in last year that the company Meth Syndicate, shout out Meth Syndicate. I wear a lot of their humoristic shirts. They released the RoboCop guy gets shot in the dick shirt on my birthday of all days. They did, and it was very heartwarming to me. I wrote them, an email for them, and I put them on all the Facebooks and Instagrams, but they never responded. But as to be expected, because they have tens of thousands of fans. So, but shout out to Meth Syndicate for making remember the time the RoboCop got shot, or RoboCop shot the dude in the dick shirt, and it came with a matching koozie. It came with and I have the koozie and the shirt
framed.
You know what? I need to next. I think in like 2 weeks, I'm gonna go and get my. I've been saving up my monies in different forms, and I think because I want to decorate the downstairs basement to become more of a studio thing, which we'll have to figure out how we'll split time. But we have I have my two Peter Weller autographed RoboCop posters that I need to get framed and put up. Those it was a sound investment. They will, when some Peter Weller passes, I'm sure they will become of great value. But they were cool. I got those from Main Street Geek. Shout out, Charles over there. Charles one day hits me up, was like, Chris, I have something I need you to come see. And I came down there, and he broke
like a broker.
He broke it. That's what I tell people. I'm like, I need to go to see the art. I'm going to go to the art brokerage. I need to go make some sound investments, and I go down to Main Street Geek and then get like 7 variants of Deadpool getting cut into 17 pieces. They just released the Batman Deadpool crossover this week.
They're just crossing over between DC and Marvel willy-nilly, I see now.
Yeah, there's less. The beef's over. It's like the Bloods and the Crips.
It's never over for me. Fuck DC unless you're Batman anyway.
But dude, have you ever?
Superman sucks.
I have a Batman.
Superman
What
I have
about the
great-
Martian?
He all right because he got a black voice in the cartoons.
That's what I'm saying. He was cool.
And the Black Green Lantern, he cool too. But the rest of them, fuck off. Joker can come over because he's a good villain.
Batman do got the best villains.
Batman do have the best.
They were just so good. The Riddler.
They always just do
Motherfucker
something
weird.
real good. I be riddling and stealing babies. What's the worst Batman character, like villain?
The worst Batman villain?
Calendar Man.
Scarecrow.
Yeah, Scarecrow, because you can just wear a gas mask and stay away from
No,
him.
dog. Scarecrow's awesome. He went crazy. He's a psychiatrist or some shit.
You know, honestly, Batman.
Yeah, but same with Harley Quinn.
Batman.
no. Well, yeah. But she was tempted
Tempted by
by the
the
Joker.
Joker's Joker, as you think.
Exactly.
The Joker's poker. I don't know. What would be a shitty Batman? What's another shitty Batman villain? I mean, the Penguin's dope, Joker's dope, Riddler dope, Two-Face dope,
Yeah.
Bane dope.
Killer Crockett.
Killer Croc was not real. I mean, was he?
He
really?
all right.
He's a cool.
He
like,
don't
Poison,
suck.
Poison Ivy.
Poison
Ivy.
Yeah,
just because she had herpes and she'd be fucking throwing that shit at him. That was like
Beat
her.
this.
Yeah, no, I don't know if like Poison Ivy. I think was like I don't know. I like Catwoman better as a a villainess. Who was your? Do you have any frame of reference?
I'm not familiar enough with Batman villains to contribute an opinion to this.
Not. What about any villains at all?
I'm not a comic book superhero person.
Have you
so-
ever watched any of those movies or read any of those
I
books?
have, but I don't know. This is beyond my realm of pop culture reference.
Wait a second. Wait, Shenan, I gotta ask you a question. There's something different about you today. Did you get your hair cut?
I did.
She got her hair cut. Everybody, here, you guys, here, take off your headphones and do the Pantene Pro V thing for the camera, dude.
I don't know.
That was
it's
like
pretty
that
much
was
the
like
same
the
as before.
Xanax Pro V head
I don't
shake.
know.
She was like,
I'm kind of limited in my motion here, but yeah, it's not that different from before.
I just we had to bring it
It's
up.
trimmed, and they curled it at the salon, which I'd never do in real life. So
You're like, hi.
Yeah, she got in the car. I was like, "Yo, man, is that Joni from Joni Loves Chachi?" But no, it was.
she had much shorter hair.
Did she? I thought
Yeah,
she had
she
long.
had short
I thought she
hair.
had the long hair. Nah. Oh, I thought she had
No.
long. Maybe I'm thinking. Oh no, I was thinking of a different '80s show that I see on Freevee, Tubi, and. I just keep saying all these things, hoping that it's just gonna pick up in the algorithm.
Oh, like how we used to say on it all the time.
Yeah, on it.
Alpha brain.
Alpha brain. Yeah, alpha brain.
You guys never got an Alpha Brain sponsorship.
I know. And we put shit on the table and everything.
We have 215 subscribers for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Suck
gonna-
my
we're-
dick if you ain't gonna give me free shit.
That was like, yeah.
You guys should try to get sponsored by the Chinese restaurant next door. I bet. they would
Yeah.
sponsor
Yeah, be
you.
like, if you're into sweet and sour squirrel or Kung Pao cat, holler at your boy.
Listen,
That would be like a realistic sponsorship, and it would get you food delivered for the show.
Shenan, are you auditioning to be the new production manager of the show?
You know what we need to
I'm
do?
full of great ideas.
That's a good idea. Let's add on to this. Let's get spelunkers in them in a bidding war,
Oh, okay.
and then tell somebody else.
Splurger's like, we're gonna throw in a pack of ketchup.
Be like, yo, that is some good ketchup. I bet you that's Heinz.
Oh, they definitely use Heinz over there.
Nah,
Yeah.
dog. They're hunts.
No, they're
Hunt's
Heinz.
ketchup.
Hunts means you don't care about your customers.
I kind of fuck with hunts a little bit more.
Oh,
Heinz is like, you know, like-
ooh.
Ever the contrarian, Edward.
I just feel like Heinz is a little bit too much. You know, it's a little too sweet.
Nah, it's the perfect level of sweet
Nah.
to zip. You know, if
I
I don't know what afterworld you think you're gonna go to, you know,
Well, I'm very disappointed. I'm
Valhalla-
still here right now.
it could be heaven, it could be, you know, but I bet you they're serving Heinz on the burgers up there.
Dude, have you ever seen that show? Shannon and I talk about this at work all the time. But you guys ever seen that show, The Food That Built America?
Oh, it's so
my
good.
fucking mom loves that show.
Dude, the fucking Heinz ketchup story is fucking fascinating. Like, you
Don't
did
they
not-
make their own tomatoes and shit? They next level.
Yeah, well, no, though it's just wild to think that at some point in time, Heinz ketchup was like the pinnacle of luxury items that you could eat. You know,
Heinz used to be Grey Poupon.
before Grey Poupon, man,
That's
Heinz
what
used to be
I'm saying.
Cristal before.
And Heinz didn't used to be known for ketchup either. Ketchup was like
Yeah.
a newer thing. They used to be known for their baked beans. Was like their biggest
Holy
big
shit.
product was Heinz baked beans.
Oh.
And then ketchup came on the scene, and
catsup. It was
yeah,
catsup.
Yeah.
And then they ended up catsup was an Asian condiment that was like made out. There was no like there was no rhyme or reason to it. It was just like some shit you threw together, and it always looked all funky and would go bad. And so Heinz, the guy was like his whole thing was making this vibrant colored and that's why the glass bottles were originally clear glass bottles, so you could see the product. Whereas all the other catsups were coming in blue and green and brown glassware, so you couldn't see what the funky coloring was of it. And they were advertising, you put this on your filet mignon, you put this in, your chocolate cake, all that shit. It was wild. But that was also a point in time where chocolate bars were like a luxury item.
Dude.
Like you were balling if you were eating a Hershey's bar.
That's fucking nuts.
Oh, it's crazy. I mean, but like I guess that's how spoiled of a society we've become today, and why the Mennonites and the Aborigines were probably right.
When you get mad, they don't have Hershey's Dark. This is horse shit.
If they don't have a whatchamacallit, I'm like, this is a piss poor establishment.
They ain't got no Nutty Buddies?
What's your go-to candy bar, Eddie? Are you a Snickers guy?
Snickers is so good, though.
I do fuck with Snickers hard, but maybe a Butterfinger.
Yeah, I can see you being a Butterfinger
Back
guy.
when I could eat all the things, Baby Ruth was my go-to.
That was gonna be my sleeper hit.
Yes, I like it. Baby Ruths are good. You know what mine is? One of my sleepers. I have. There's three that I go. I have my three go-tos, and like Snickers is my number one go-to. Yeah. But Nutrageous, also, Nutrageous is fucking crazy. And then also the Zero Bar.
Zero Bar is straight fire.
Yeah, Zero Bar is not to be slept on. Also, $100 grand, not to be slept on.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I used to eat Nestle's White.
Whatchamacallit. Yeah,
what is
Nestle,
the Zero Bar all nougat? What is that? I'm trying to remember what that is.
Isn't it like white chocolate?
It's white chocolate and almonds. And,
never mind. I'm thinking of something totally.
I don't like
oh yeah, we talked about this before. You weird fuck. What the fuck's wrong?
You don't like almonds? That's
I
crazy.
definitely.
He likes Bofa, but he don't like almonds.
I know a lot of people don't like this one, but fucking Almond Joy is fire.
Oh no, Almond Joy is fucking.
I'll eat an Almond Joy, but
some people just don't like coconut.
I love.
I fucking love a coconut.
When I was
wait, does Almond Joy have coconut?
No, Almond Joy's got nuts. Mounds don't.
Oh, okay. They both have coconut.
Joy's
That's what
got
it is.
nuts.
Yeah, and Mounds is good because it's dark chocolate.
Yeah, sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Almond Joy's got nuts. Mounds don't. Dude, have you ever seen that picture I took of Roxy and Dixie next to each other with the Mounds and the Almond Joy? Because essentially one's got nuts, one's got eyes and one doesn't.
Payday's kind of good, but it's kind of like the poor man's Baby Ruth.
Paydays are great, man.
$100 grand.
Yeah, I brought that up earlier.
Oh, I'm high.
100 grand.
You listed a lot of candy bars, to be fair.
Kit Kat.
I love Kit Kat, and I love the crazy flavors of Kit Kat too.
Oh yeah,
the key lime pie Kit Kat was really good. The cinnamon toast crunch Kit Kat was good.
You ever had the Asian ones?
Yeah, the ones like the
wasabi,
like
the Mocha green tea. Yeah,
they have a wasabi one.
I haven't tried that.
Yeah,
the wasabi.
Yeah, they have a wasabi one. Man, yeah, those are amazing. I like man. There's some other ones that we missed out on here. I've never tried any of the Mr. Beast bars. I don't know.
Yeah, I almost wanted to get one, but I never did.
Eddie,
they're not. First off, I'm not young enough to really be a Mr. Beast guy, but I had to try them, and I mean they're I feel like the chocolate's like a little bit better, but like the additions shit ain't the same. They got like a crunch bar, and it's just not the same type shit. They got like a peanut butter one.
I like Mr. Good Bar. Mr. Good Bar is also whenever do you remember when they used to have to do that variety pack? It's like around Halloween time.
Oh yeah, little bowl bar, little miniatures of everything.
Yeah, little Crackle.
Yeah,
in there.
Crackle.
Crackle
Crunch bars.
Crackle was the best.
I mean, Crackle and Crunch Bar are the same thing, different brands, right? Yeah. Okay.
It was a little bit better. The Nestle wasn't as good for some odd reason on a Crunch Bar.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallits also that's like I think that they're like I like those, but I know it's not a bar per se, but Cadbury eggs, man, like I like some Cadbury eggs like a couple times a year.
I like the caramel joint.
If we're just going to candy now, black licorice, yay or nay?
Fuck black licorice.
Whoa.
I'm a yay for black licorice.
So black licorice.
That black nippleish. The black nippleish.
Hey.
That's not what it said.
So back in the day, so black jelly beans.
Yeah.
Like I used to eat the shit out of those as a kid. But it was because nobody else would eat them, so I'd be like sitting around fat kidding it, being like, "Well, they jelly beans left." So I love the shit out them jerks.
There's a Swedish candy called Salta Cotton, and they're little black licorice thingies shaped like cats, and they're salted. And my coworker one time brought some back from he had went to Sweden for some reason. He brought back Salta Cotton, and they're so good. I always put salt on my black licorice now.
Dude,
Try it.
I might have to get
Little
some.
sea salt. Yeah.
It might have to be a tasting next week.
Mhm.
I like cherry licorice, but I don't like black licorice. I just don't like the taste.
See, and I'm the opposite. I've never liked
Well,
Twizzlers.
That's
licorice
crazy.
is licorice is really black. There's only one type of licorice. It's black. Everything else is rope candy. So
Okay, I'm sorry. The
Just
champagne-
rope candy.
yeah, just rope candy. But they call it
Only
licorice
made.
because it's like calling everything.
It
calling
looked the same.
Yeah, it's like jacuzzi. Everything is a jacuzzi. Everything is a
It's
Band
from the
Aid.
licorice part
Everything's a
of Germany.
Kleenex. But if you want Rural King, right? Rural King, shout out to Rural King having this fucking
Free popcorn.
They got the dehydrated
Kiwi.
kiwi, which makes my A1C be struggling.
So I bought this dehydrated kiwi for the bar because we had a cocktail that had kiwi in it, like muddled kiwi, and I wanted like the dried kiwi as a garnish, and I bought it. Comes in like a 2-pound bag, and I bought a 2-pound bag, and we made 11 cocktails, and Chris ate the rest of it, and then I was like, okay, this is happening too much. I'm gonna buy 2 bags, and then one is for you to eat, and then the other is for us to use at the bar, and then again we made 15 cocktails, and then Chris ate 2 bags of dried kiwi.
I'm like a pit bull when it comes to dried kiwi.
And then I was like, you need to start buying these.
Are they like chips?
No, they're like dried fruit, dried
Oh,
kiwis.
and they have them at Rural King. They also have blue licorice ropes that are they're blue raspberry, which I know it's like the weirdest thing. I hate like a lot of artificial fruit flavored stuff. I can't stand artificial fruit flavored stuff unless it's blue raspberry. And I know it's made from
It's not even a flavor that exists in nature.
From beaver ass.
Blue raspberry.
Yeah, it's beaver ass. You know?
No, that's vanilla.
Oh, is it?
That's what I said too, and then you were like, no, also blue raspberry.
I think it also is blue raspberry.
I know for sure it's vanilla.
So-
I'll just Google it right now.
Yeah, somebody Siri.
Internet Detective Han is on the case.
I think blue raspberry might be a bug.
Whatever the fuck. No, that's red. Red 5. Red 5 is
I don't care.
A lot of
Yeah,
things
if
are
you guys
bugs.
ever need detective work done, I'm your girl.
Shenan can
She's the
she can
Batman
Google
of
like
front row.
nobody's business.
Yeah, I can find
She
stuff
will
deep on the
search.
internet.
She is a deep. Yeah, like the other day when Isaac pulled the
Speaking of
fast
that-
one on
Oh,
us.
yeah.
Speaking of that, old Bargoyle himself is in here in the chat.
Hey, buddy.
He said it was fermented fish head product sauce. Love ketchup. Leave it to the Asians to make it a condiment that starts with cat.
So blue raspberry does
Isaac
not
Ignacio.
come from any animal derived product.
Fuck
Says
yeah.
it, but so it was inspired by the white bark raspberry. But the flavor profile is made from various fruit esters, primarily pineapple, banana, and cherry, combined with manufactured blue color. So it's like a bunch of
So
fruits
raspberry?
combined.
Banana.
Oh, did you secretly eat banana flavor?
No, they actually. You know what? This makes sense because one time Kelly bought me these like vegan. She bought me these vegan blue raspberry things when my diabetes first started up, and she was like, she got me these sugar-free blue raspberry sharks or whatever. They weren't even sharks. Yeah, they were actually sharks. And when I got them, I ate one and I was like, why the fuck does this taste like a goddamn banana? And then I looked on the back and like the second ingredient after blue raspberry was banana, and I was like, the fuck, man.
Yeah. So it's formulated from aroma chemicals blended to suggest fresh raspberry, but it's the flavor profile was derived from a combination of pineapple, banana, and cherry.
I'm out. I gotta go. It's been nice knowing everybody.
Now, you said that was your
I've
favorite.
been living a
fake
I feel like that
flavor.
dude. I feel like the fucking guy in the Crying Game right now. There's a movie called The
No,
Crying.
I've seen The Crying
Yeah,
Game.
the guy at the end when he's
But
like,
how does this relate?
because he found out it was a dude the whole time that he
Yeah.
fell in love with and made out
Oh,
with.
okay. All
And
right,
I found out that it was fucking bananas
That
in
you
my
liked.
fucking blue
Okay.
raspberry the whole time. I had a bag of all blue Sour Patch Kids the other day, for fuck's sake. God fucking damn it. Fuck you, banana. Fuck you. That's my least favorite of Batman's villains was Banana Man.
Banana
They
man.
never made him, but they should have.
Bananas.
They might.
You
They
hate
got a
bananas,
lot of-
bruh. You feel the same way I feel about mayonnaise.
What?
Ooh.
I hate mayonnaise.
I know mayonnaise is controversial. but
Why?
Yeah,
The
it's
only
lubrication, bro.
I mean, I get it. Like,
I don't.
it's as Julieta said, it's kind of a cummy food.
That
I can't take credit for that.
Oh,
we're
yeah,
like,
that's-
Let me
I'm
get an
like,
extra
okay.
side of mayonnaise.
It's
Yeah,
fucking funny
um,
as shit.
But the one food I can say I don't like is raw onions, and really raw white onions. Like, I'll do a raw red onion if it's like sliced on a bagel with cream cheese and lox. But
Herschel.
of course.
yeah. But raw white
Oi.
onions, they're just so pungent, and you're like burping them up for hours afterwards, and it's like, no, I can't take it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Don't
white
like raw
onions not
onions.
for eating.
What is it for?
Boofing.
Boofing?
Cook it.
Hey.
Boo, dude, boofing.
Boofing.
Cause everybody was boofing. Boofing USA.
I fucking love onions.
I thought you were gonna say I love boofing.
That too,
He
baby.
boofs an onion like nobody's business, dude.
Yeah, I can't. I like the smell of onions and I like the taste of onions, but I don't like the texture of them when they're less than cooked.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind them cooked because then you're not just like tasting it for hours afterwards. It's the sugars come out more. Yeah, but I think that's really and Cool Ranch. Like, I don't like anything Cool Ranch flavored. That's the other like taste
Ooh,
I don't
Taco
like.
Bell has the Cool Ranch.
I know.
The Cool Ranch
I ate
shells
one
Not
out.
a fan.
I ate one the other night.
Man, I
it
might
was,
have to
it was
pick
great.
one.
I got the
Mhm.
Decades box. Decades box is
Ooh.
a fucking lie. It's just a fucking Cool Ranch taco in there.
Yeah, that's what I want.
But then they put a crunch wrap in there. That's not. Where's
That's
the-
still available. I
where's-
guess this is a decade.
Yeah,
but
where's the enchilito? Bring it back.
yeah. Mexican pizza, do they still have that?
They
think
brought
so.
it back for a little
Oh,
bit.
okay.
No, it's still there.
They got a Sancho.
Yeah, they got a Sancho. They got the Dirty Sanchez.
So does
actually.
it? Do you guys know about the place in Manassas called El Taco?
Yes.
All right, so El
Where's
Taco
that at?
keeps honey dicking me. Like it's right off of 28 and like
I think it's right by if I remember correctly, it's right by Hog Shack, dude.
probably close. Like I used to live right by there like for like when I had a house like my first studio, and I used to go there with my kid all the time, and I used to go there when I was a kid, and this place was just it was like Manassas didn't have a Taco Bell for years, so like the people that lived there were like, we'll make our own fucking Taco Bell, and it was like definitely owned by old white people, and they had two of them, and it looked like a jail.
Was it Tippy's Taco or?
Nah, this one was like just called El Taco.
Dude, I fucking love Tippy's. That
Tippy's.
ain't
I've
run
been
by
to
white
Tippy's.
people.
Tippy's on like what was it like 50-cent taco night? I used to go there and get baked in the parking lot, wander in Centerville. But El Taco was just like they had stuff like for kids too, like a hot dog, so you could tell it was not like real Mexican food. But like for years, they would have hardcore shows at this place, and like so you get like tacos and fucking hardcore bands.
Amazing.
And then like they got sold because I guess the people that old white people retired and they sold the business, and these people took over and they still had the same recipe and it was cool for a while. Still had hardcore shows, and then they closed and half of the restaurant because it looked like an old Spanish like house, like adobe house. And then all of a sudden, half of it was a Dunkin' Donuts, fucking Baskin Robbins,
I
and
know
they
where
still
that's
had
at.
they still have the back section, and the sign is up. And every now and again, lights will come on, and there'll be people working, and they'll put up a Facebook post. Like they even had a video on Facebook, and they were like, "Is El Taco coming back?" And the lady was like, "The taco is coming back." And I was like, "Yes!" I was so excited. I was like, "She said the taco. This is great. I'm so excited for this food." And then that was a year and a half ago.
Ah.
Ugh.
So
That's why I know it. Yeah,
I'm-
I know exactly.
I'm gonna march down there and just set up my own stand and call it the taco, so I don't get sued.
Hell yeah.
Fudge, yeah.
You gotta, dude. You gotta bring it back. Start a movement.
Yeah, dude.
You gotta be courageous, dude. Because gonorrhea is
I'll
contagious.
be like, "Yo, let me take over El Taco."
Are you doing roulette right now?
No,
Oh.
I'm doing chat. I was looking in the live
Oh.
chat. I was looking in the live chat because we got Isaac. You're wearing your Bargoyle shirt. Show everybody your Bargoyle shirt.
Oh, Chris.
Oh, hey. Well, show the camera, not me.
did.
Yeah, but shout out, dude. This fine, dude. Every time Isaac comes through, you always got the awesome shirts for people.
Isaac
like,
just said Chris is like a Republican passing laws about the gays. He pretends to hate on them, but he secretly loves bananas.
Oh.
I hate the flavor. I
It's a good
didn't say I didn't
analogy,
like.
Isaac.
Yeah, I hate the flavor. I didn't say I didn't like the way they feel on the other end.
What about like frozen bananas covered in dark chocolate?
Frozen banana, dude. No, I can't fucking no nothing. Banana. There's something I don't know what it is. Like I think I got no touch with a banana as a small child or something, because like I just like one day my parents said I came home and just said no, we're not doing the bananas anymore, and I was like, and it's something about the smell. It's like a 3-part thing for me. It's the smell, and the texture, and the shape. Okay, in that order. Okay, like just to be frank, it's just like, but I like plantains. Plantains don't have the same texture, and they don't have the same smell, but the shape is great.
Dude, my daughter hates bacon and eggs now.
Really?
I made them for like years. Like I would like eat eggs, like scrambled eggs and bacon, or like turkey bacon, like all the time because I was like training and like doing like MMA fights and jiu-jitsu matches. So I would eat the same thing every day. And then, like, one day, like, on a Saturday, I was, like, trying to make her an omelet. And she would just, like, increasingly ask for more cheese. And that's how I figured out she was starting to really dislike eggs.
Yeah.
And then one day, like, I made it, and she was like, I was starting to make it. She was like, please don't make me eat eggs. Like, now she will not eat
I
them.
feel like the more cooked the egg is, the less I like it. Like,
Oh,
it's got to
yeah,
be super
runny.
runny. Like, I hate the rubbery texture of scrambled eggs. Like,
I don't mind it, but I don't scramble. I'll take mine and like start to fry them and then scramble them, and like and then like as soon as they're not wet looking, I'll eat them. So like mushy
Yeah.
eggs. What's up?
It's Isaac, man.
Oh, he's going hard on you.
Wow, dude. Man, Isaac, man, you should have come on tonight, bro. Should have been here, but we love this guy. It's also an hour and a half. I give it up. I give it, dude. Isaac, you know, man, I will say this, man. You sharp dressed man.
Yeah, he's impeccably dressed.
Sharp dressed man. That you know, he is like, yo. If there's anybody that shows up for the homies, it's Isaac. I don't even know. I think Isaac is like, maybe he is Batman, because that man gets from locality to locality like it's nothing.
Got a jet bike and shit.
Yeah, dude. Like, yeah, he does have it. He does have the Isaac mobile, and he has the Isaac cycle as well. And yeah,
He's got a copter.
Yeah, he does. He has it, but that's like, it's like in Batman Returns. It doesn't come out till the very end. It's special when he brings out the Batwing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that dude. Yeah, but
He'll
Isaac,
fly right in front of
yo,
the
man,
moon.
Isaac is very like, yo, hyper supportive of like every scene that he's involved with, and like how he makes it to support everybody is anybody's guess. So shout out that man for being on top of it. But yeah, and also the Bargoyles podcast. We're gonna be Eddie and I. We'll be part of the Bargoyles Halloween roast. In fact, Isaac, holler at me later about shooting a promo this week. We're gonna get some of that done. Yeah, that's gonna be fun as fuck. I'm super hype about that.
You guys are just gonna roast each other
In costume and
Oh, shit.
yeah, in costume.
Yeah. So the characters, you get to roast the character.
Are we allowed? Are we allowed to disclose what we're doing? Or not? I don't know.
I don't know.
And
We
we're gonna keep
should.
it a secret.
Put it
Just
in
for
the chat,
secret. Yeah, put it-
Isaac, if we can or cannot, since you're watching like a little bitch.
Isaac, are you there, Isaac? It's me.
Oh, the last
Margaret.
thing he said is Eddie loves when I helicopter for him.
That's fucked up, dude. That was an intimate moment, and you're using it against me on the internet. It's fucked up, dude. You know.
Should look like a yellow fidget spinner.
That's why I don't like bananas.
Fuck.
Oh my god, yeah, man. That is... Oh fuck, man, that's too funny. Dude, hey, the mod
he said we can, and
yeah,
send it, brother.
brother. The first time I met Isaac on stage, he was like, before we knew each other, he's like, this guy looks like he calls his black friend's brother. And I was like, man, I wish I was offended, but I was like, it was so spot on. But I usually be like, brother, you know. But now in my later years, I've gotten more sophisticated with my use of brother, and I've gone the English slang route of bruv, BRUV.
I go the
never
opposite.
heard you say bruv.
Have you been around a bro?
I've been about
Oh,
bruv.
maybe.
Bruv,
not,
pass me
maybe not.
the Benson and Hedges.
I go the
Oh.
exact opposite direction. I call people hoss now, and I caught myself
Oh,
doing it. And I was like,
that.
why am I calling these people hoss?
It's great. Bring it back, dude. George, if anybody can get away with bringing back like
What
like,
up, House?
Yeah, Hoss. I will say my favorite. We've talked about this before. I am a big fan of YT as the new white for white people online, and I just really hope that it will be taken on as Whitey and not white.
Well, I was about to ask you how you'd say that in real life.
Whitey, man, bring back
Oh.
Whitey. Whitey's a great racial epithet. Like,
Yeah.
please, like, come on, man.
We gotta
Honky,
hear it.
Honky's played out, and it doesn't even
Honky
make.
doesn't have the same. I feel
It doesn't
like
have the same.
Whitey
It doesn't have the
has-
same thing anymore because now you have all these
Yeah.
beautiful white artists in R&B and like in the world that have proven that we don't just sound like a bunch of honking fucking geese. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that Whitey is a way better racial epithet to be used. That's why I prefer. Listen, my friends of color, please refer to me as Whitey from now on, not Honky. I will be offended by Honky now, and that's the thing, man. Now I don't know if maybe y'all heard or not. Them white dudes figured out how to do cancel culture and shit going crazy out there.
Look, Honky. I'll defend Honky. You know why? The Jeffersons.
I mean, yeah, I get it. I'm not taking it away. I think it's a generational thing. I think that if you were born before 2000, you're entitled to use Honky still. Now
What's
you
the
have,
cutoff
but
for Cracker?
everybody else, Crackers is still good, but I think that but Honky, but white. I prefer Whitey now.
Yeah.
Whitey is like really where I want to be. When you're addressing me, like either endearingly or derogatorily, please, Whitey. Also, Whitey Forcing the Blues was a great album too.
Are there any like white slurs that are like offensive or like
Wet dog.
Wet dog. That's what I've never heard this
Ooh,
one. And I'm
that
in
You
it.
never heard that?
I mean,
before?
I've heard
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't want to say it.
concept that white people all smell like wet dogs, but I've never heard one
Yeah.
called that.
Yeah.
Wet Dog. There's one of my favorite parody rappers, Power Bar Ernie, has a song called Wet Dog, and it's about that issue.
I still don't think that would be as offensive as like dropping a hard R on someone though. Like,
Oh,
there's
yeah,
not,
yeah.
There's
you
not
know?
a single. There's not a single.
Yeah.
You can combine
Yeah.
all of the right. You can combine all of the white racial epithets. You can make new ones. You could be like little dick non-dancer.
Right.
Like whatever it is you want to say.
But that's what George was asking. Is there one that's actually
Yeah,
like
yeah.
offensive?
No, there's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
I don't know. If that's
Yeah.
that's
'Cause we
that's a
have
white
the upper
privilege.
hand,
That's white privilege.
So I definitely have heard from like
Right?
my
You
friend.
can't be offended.
My
You're like,
friend
Mhm.
from Colorado was like the only time he ever felt like real disrespected by somebody pointing out the fact that he was white was when he was about to get into a fight or some shit, or he was in a conflict and the guy like got like bassy and was like called him white or just boy or some shit, and he was like it wasn't even racial, but he meant that shit like it was like nah, you a bitch, and like it was a racial thing, but it wasn't like
Yeah.
he was like more afraid for his safety than it was like I'm offended.
I think the only offensive terms for white people are like referring to specific ethnicities of white
Yeah.
that probably at one point were not considered white.
Yeah,
like Italians, Irish people,
yeah.
I like Howley.
Jews.
Howley's a good one.
That's-
But that's
I've never heard
but
that.
Howley's, but that's using the
Right.
islands.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like it doesn't. But that's
Yeah,
that's
that
a-
one I can
that's
see.
a good one.
There's a bar I went to in the
'Cause
Philippines.
It means without breath.
Yeah, there's a bar I went to in Cebu in the Philippines, and it was it was called Howling Dogs, and it was owned by two dudes from Texas. And yeah, it was definitely where like the best part. I think I told the story on air before was that next door was a boxing gym with like a guy who was on the national boxing team owned it, and he basically would come over to the bar and find a howling dog and be like, "Hey man, I'll give you 1,000 pesos if you can go 2 rounds with me." And like and all these dudes, like we were my buddy and I were with this kid, and he was a British merchant marine, and he came in there and he was like, "Oh yeah, I can take I trained with Ricky Hatton, R.I.P. Ricky Hatton, by the way, one of the best boxers to do it." And he was like, "Yeah, I trained with Ricky Hatton. His son's my best friend and all that stuff." And he had pictures of him with Ricky Hatton on his phone, like not just like like selfie pictures, like him like bullshitting with him. And then the kid went next door, got lumped the fuck up, came back, and we didn't watch him get beat up. Me and my buddy stayed at the bar because we were like, yo, we're not going to go over and watch this kid get beat up. He went over there, got beat the fucking shit, comes back, and it was like a cartoon. He came back like he left handsome.
Stars.
He left handsome and came back. He left handsome and came back looking like Eddie. And I was like,
So,
okay, he had like one eye was all swollen and like his nose was a different direction. And it was like, when Gonzo blows himself up and his nose goes upside down. Yeah, it was like that. And he came back and I was like, so did you get the 1,000 pesos? He was like, nah. And we were like, damn, homie. And then the other guy came back, or like the owner of the bar, like of the box place, came back over, and me and my buddy were like, dude, that's fucking hilarious. He's like, people fall for it all the time. He's like, because he was a very unassuming guy. It wasn't like this guy was a big, like, big formidable presence. He was, like a normal looking dude. But yeah,
got them hands. So, what are your characters gonna be? Let's get into this real quick.
Eddie, what are you gonna be?
So I'm trying to be like Swamp People, the Discovery Show kind of thing, like a real bayou man.
Shoot him.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just trying to find a way to wear sexy overalls.
That's part of it. I just want to be shirtless with some overalls up there.
Nips out.
You should
I think it has to be. I feel like otherwise I'm not.
You're gonna go.
We should get some alligator nipple clamps for you for that.
All right, if you want to.
All right,
finance this. Let's find it.
I bet you heard it here first.
Nip clamps.
Amazon.
But that's one of my favorite shows. I fucking love Swamp People. It's just it's so basic, but it's so beautiful.
Dude, with
it's just killing alligators all day.
When my pops was in hospice, he would watch the shit out of it. He watched 4 hours of that goddamn show a day. I sat with him for like 2 weeks, and I was just like chilling. And he watched that, and he watched that detective show y'all was talking about, Detective whatever, Jack Tunda.
Yeah, Joe Kenda.
Joe Kenda. Watched that, fucking not Pawn Stars, American Pickers.
My dad loves that show too.
Man, that show sounds moderately racist, doesn't it? Like those pickers.
You know what? That might be a racial slur on white people.
No, I definitely watched all seasons of all those shows.
That's that Pat Ray joke. Apple pickers.
Oh,
you call white women now?
Right. Goddamn apple pickers.
All right, so I looked up alligator nipple clamps, and unfortunately, all I'm getting is
some bondage shit. Yeah, dude. What do you think you was gonna get?
I thought I was gonna get actual like alligators, like like it would look like little Lacoste.
I mean, don't look up leather suspenders, leather anything really.
I'm finding these nipples. I'm decorating. I'm decorating these nipples.
Well, what are you gonna be?
I'm gonna be Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe because I'm culturally appropriating.
I mean, he had a mask on. You didn't know what he was.
Well,
really.
I don't know if I'm gonna wear the mask that we were talking about. Those things don't really work well for broadcast and like all that shit. But no,
I mean, you can get a lavalier and put it inside.
I'm gonna dye my hair. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That is up to the gargoyles. I will do whatever they say.
We'll use Scotch tape.
I was thinking about super glue. I think it would hold better. Just you pull, just pull back a little bit, and I don't know if you guys are caught what you were saying there, but make sure that the air conditioning's turned up really high. Yeah, dunk myself in cold water before the show.
Get one of those little fans.
I wanted to do the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man because I have that Stay Puft Marshmallow Man costume,
yeah,
but it doesn't work. It's like why I want to wear it at work is like amazing. I need to talk to Levi about if he's gonna help me make my costume. If not, I need to get into production of that next week because I have an idea for my other costume for the Catamount for the Cattle Mountain Lodge party. The Catamount Lounge is what we're talking about at 124 East Main Street in front of Royal, Virginia. Everybody,
yeah.
Shenan owns the Catamount Lounge. She is the cattle.
Thank you for that introduction 2 hours into the show.
You've been on the show 3
know.
fucking
This
times
is my third
already.
one.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny that we were doing it at the end of the show.
We're not doing it in the end of the show. We're just reminding
Okay.
people of that. You know why? Because we have such a loyal listener base that they've watched every one of these shows.
Be honest, we got high and tangented right away. We started talking about breakfast food or
Vicky from
cartoon.
Small Wonder.
Yeah.
Freebie, Eddie's mullet. Remember when Eddie's mullet got its own spot on a poster for the Catamount Lounge shows?
That was a bold move,
dude. You know what? Fat Lightning. Let's talk about my man Fat Lightning, man. You know what? Hold up. It's funny because the reason I bring this up is that earlier when I was pulling shit out of my backpack, these fell out. So our boy Chris Bishop is launching his Fat Lightning Designs company, and if you want really cool graphics work, you want logo work, you want posters, you want to do stuff, and you want to look like somebody that's not just being an AI jerk, you want some cool ass shit, you need to holler at my boy Chris Bishop. He is on the Facebook, he is on the Instagram.
If you've ever seen the posters at the Cat, he does all of them.
Yeah, he does all the posters for the Cat, does that. He's gonna be doing he's actually be doing the poster work for the show, for the Gargoyles show. October 26th at the Electric Palm in Woodbridge, Virginia. Eddie and I are gonna be there. Isaac's gonna be there. Who else? I don't know. Who else? I forget off the top of my head. Isaac, if you want to drop a name list, an official name list.
He's in the chat
I know
doing
in
a
chat.
fucking promo for the new iPhone for Rachel. He's like, "Hell's yeah. Hey, Rach, since I have you, what are you watching Helltown on? Your Verizon light blue iPhone?"
Yeah, you didn't see Rachel's post earlier?
Yeah. I
When
did.
she was throwing it out there. She's like, "Hey boys, you know what really goes well with me? 2 iPhones."
All right, I got a whole rundown here. We got Carly Krickenberg as
Fuck
a
yeah.
Bumblebee,
Okay.
Aaron Coyne as Wednesday Addams,
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Carson Hale as Kratos, Mia Swampman, Chrissy K as Snake Eyes, Frankie G as Super Luigi Mangione, very timely, Gabe Popescu as Ozzy, Heather Joyce as Velma. That's at least what he told me in this group chat. So if I'm wrong, please correct this in the chat, Mr. Ignacio Bennett.
Yeah, Ignacio Bennett. His name.
Somebody should go in whiteface. I just want to see it.
Dude, that Drewski shit. Dude, that Drewski.
Yeah.
And, dude,
The fact that they added sunburn was classic.
Yeah,
Well, he got the guy from Weapons, I think, to do it.
yeah.
Oh,
That he got like a real like top
I
quality.
just watched that
like-
movie the other day. Holy shit!
Yeah, it was good.
It reminded me of Day of the Dead, like this, like see the very ending where a person gets. It's
Yeah.
great.
Chris told me earlier that they're making already making a sequel about like the backstory of the lady.
Ooh, she was weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Like that kid should have known right from jump.
Yeah.
Like if somebody showed up with that wig, I'm automatically gonna be like, hey, don't let her near sharp shit.
Yeah. So I'm already excited for that.
Dude. I used to think
Gross.
if like a bunch of kids came after me, I could fuck them up. Not no more.
Not if there's a lot of them.
Yeah, and not if they don't
And
have the
they're
fear
being-
of being hurt.
Yeah, they're being controlled by supernatural forces.
Yeah, they will kill me.
Yeah.
But if they don't, if I go into a kindergarten classroom, y'all's days is numbered.
Oh, kindergarten easily because you get a couple sweeps at them.
Fifth graders, you just gotta move quicker.
I don't know. I feel like they're like velociraptors. Like it gets.
They could.
They
You
really
can't let
get
them get
on
on
you
your back.
quick.
You got to put your back to a corner and just start swinging.
Yeah. You can't be too boxed in. You know, you got a full range of motion on these little fucks.
Oh, lots of front kicks.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You got to sweep at them. Some sweeping
I mean,
roundhouses.
Really, the question is going to be, where do they fall? That would be fucking terrible, though. In all reality, you walk in and the second one gets behind you and hits you with like a stapler.
That's true. You know, they got scissors, safety scissors.
Yeah, kids now
Still do
probably
some
know fucking
damage.
all kinds of shit. There's probably some kid that does like flying armbar, and I'm like, I'm a bitch.
Take a fidget spinner to the face. Some things are heavy. They still
Like,
have those. Do you think that kids still have
Dude,
fidget spinners?
I don't know. My kid used to make me buy her like new ones every other week. I'd be like, "What is this? It's another fidget spinner. It's a cube, not a fucking little
It's a
spinner."
cube.
Like it's got sides, Dad. It's got that. Yep, and that would be in the cart.
I feel like that's kind of
Thank
fucked
you,
up because
Target.
isn't it like for autistic or like ADHD kids?
Probably
Like, and then everyone was like, "We should have these all."
everybody should have one.
Well, everyone likes to fidget.
No, that's what I'm saying. But like, do they even help? Like, were kids more focused on geology class because they're fidget spinners? Because I feel like that was the point, right?
I just thought like instead of fidgeting, I just ended up drawing and like
Man.
taking notes, and then like
You know what the point was? The same point of Pog milk caps. Make that motherfucking money,
Yeah.
motherfucker. They didn't
First
give a
off,
thing.
Pog is one of the greatest drinks ever, and you Hallies don't understand because Pog comes from the islands. All right,
Wait, what?
Yeah, Pog.
the little cardboard disc things.
Get
they-
at me, Pog.
They were on these Pog drinks, which is passion orange guava
I've
juice.
never heard of a pog drink. I just
Oh,
knew
yeah,
there was-
Exactly, because they just started selling the little top things to all these kids
Okay.
over on the mainland because they didn't want them to know how good Pog is. It's one of the greatest drinks
all right.
ever.
So we got a little bit more in the chat. Ask Rachel if because Eddie's on the screen, what is she doing with her other hand?
Hey, yo.
And Rachel said, I left the chat. All 4 of them make me a water ride. Great Wolf Lodge.
Hey, yo.
So thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for including me, Rachel.
All right. Shenan,
Yeah.
where can people get a hold of you for all of your music?
What you got coming on?
Yeah. Well, to answer George's question, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Shenan Music. I have a few things coming up. I'm playing October 4th at Green Growers Harvest Fest.
Yeah.
Chris is performing there too.
Yep.
So it's gonna be music and comedy, and there's gonna be a lot of cool like vendors and food trucks, and it's put on by Green Growers, which for all of your various plant growing needs, they will provide you.
They've done a great job over
Yeah.
there diversifying between the cannabis and the real plants.
Yeah, for sure.
Not the real plants, but you know what I mean.
And then in November, on November 6th, I am playing a show at the Catamount Lounge with my friend Jess Estienne. And it's going to be kind of a cool show because neither of us is going to have a set list beforehand or know what songs we're playing. We're going to put like a bunch of songs in a hat, basically, and she's going to pick my songs and I'm going to pick her songs. And I don't know exactly how this will be pulled off yet, but it's going to be carnival themed. It's going to be like a song carnival, and we're going to like decorate and dress up and stuff. So that'll be fun. And then I'm playing at the River House in Cavenbridge, West Virginia on November 22nd, opening for Helltown Riff Raff. And you got to buy tickets to that one, but you can buy them now. They're on sale.
Where are they on sale?
On the River House's website.
That's what's
Yeah.
up.
So that's what I got coming up. Yeah.
All right. Hetty Frothman.
Catch me on all social medias at Eddie_comedy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really got much going on right now, but
Book this motherfucker.
Yeah.
shit will come up. I'm hustling. I'm finding shit.
Better come on.
Yeah, dude. You stay down until you come up. You see me? You know what I'm saying? Feel me, baller. You smell me. You got me.
What do you have coming up, Chris?
What do I got coming up, man? I got a couple things coming up. We got, let's see. We got as aforementioned, we have the roast battle, the Bargoyles roast battle, live broadcast from the Electric Palm, the illustrious Electric Palm in Woodbridge, Virginia, on the waters of the Occoquan River. Ooh. Yeah, it's going to be fucking awesome. We got that going down. Let's see. We got September 27th, Isaac Ignacio is going to be hosting. We got Heather Joyce is going to be headlining. Rachel Failmezger, Alice Mullen, Hannah Williams, and Emily Ebner are all going to be in the house at the Catamount Lounge this Saturday night, September 27th. We highly recommend getting there around. The show starts at 8:30. We're giving all you late motherfuckers time to get there. Get there early because we're going to be packing this house out. It's going to be an awesome show. All the ladies going to be there. Isaac's going to be like Charlie from Charlie's Angels. It's going to be badass. I'm going to
be snug as fuck.
Yeah, you know it's going to be. You know he's getting that shit tailored tomorrow because he's, he's had a couple extra White Claws as of recently. But then I'll be at the Giving Tree with Aubrey and with John and Aubrey Silver and Whit Silver. I don't know what her last name is for real, man. She be just her and her crazy ass hippie lifestyle. John Duvall, Allie, Lauren. I'm trying to think whoever else is gonna be up there. Jeff, Caitlin, Julian. Everybody, we're gonna be out there. We're gonna be doing that from farm to table. On farm to table dinner. I'm coming out to do the chef thing for one night.
One night only.
Nah, not one night only. It's been a couple nights lately, but I'm
couple nights only.
Yeah, money talks, if bullshit walks. No, I love the people, and that's why I do it. And then what else? I got October 24th. I'm gonna be at the Old Farm Winery in Aldie, Virginia, doing a restaurant set with Pete Bergen headlining. Then we got some other people on that show. This can be cool. I'm gonna try to get out to the Old Brogue at the end of the month. I think I'm gonna try to get it out to the Old Brogue at the end of October too. I got to talk, holler at John Yeager. If you're probably not watching this, so it doesn't matter what I say about you and your pygmy penis. But no, I'm kidding. John's my man's. But yeah, hey, but seriously though, promoters, Eddie, me, we out there trying to get our thing on. So holler at your boys so we can tell more people about the stuff that we do when we're here on the the weekly tip. Oh, October 9th, we do have the Adam Gable, Tristan Rega, Kevin Gartland, and Joe Bacino
the New York
show.
joint?
Yeah, the New York. Yeah, it's all New York, an all New York show hosted by Ace Jackson. That's going to be on October 9th, Thursday, October 9th at the Catamount Lounge at 124 East Main Street in Front Royal, Virginia. What else am I? Oh, and I'll also November 1st. I'm really proud about this, and we'll talk about this in depth more next week. Because I need to plug this for everybody to get involved. Is the Mead Mile, the second annual Mead Mile, that's happening on Main Street in Front Royal, hosted by Honey and Hops. Your boy is going to be the MC of the event. I'm going to be announcing. I'm going to be judging people in their. I'm going to make sure people are drinking all the alcohol while they're running. It's very important to the cause of Movember, which is men's health men's health. It's Men's Health Month. It covers all the stuffs. So yeah, come out for that. Open your hearts, your pockets, and your
Sweet cheese.
Yeah, your star in the valley. To come out and support a good cause. Man, I don't know. I feel like I got so much shit to plug, man. Barg Oils again, man. Big up to Nick Meyer and my man Isaac Ignacio Bennett for being cool dudes and having us on there, and the Catamount Lounge for being a place of employment. My mom, my dad. I really want to shout out them for being the people that made me. My sisters and brothers for being there for it.
Oh Lord!
Like to thank Jesus.
God, hey, hold
Oh.
on. Listen, lady. Don't take my thunder away. Yeah. And Jesus and God and Allah and Elron and Buddha and Krishna and God, whatever else, man. Whoever I didn't miss, I'm sorry. Is that Xenu?
Zeno,
And Kermit the Frog, Spaghetti Monster.
Helicopter.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Bye.
Now that we're done talking about me, I'm done.
No, I'm just taking it off my ears.
October 4th, I'll start teaching more jiu-jitsu at Capital MMA in
Hell yeah.
Dulles. So I'm going to be coaching adults, no-gi, knee break foolery. So if you want to fight MMA or do no-gi grappling, learn how to break people's arms and stuff, I can teach you that. So come on out. October 1st, Saturday, 4th. Be there. I'll strangle your neck.
Are you okay, Chris?
Yeah.
Also, go over to Catamount Lounge at 124 East Main Street, right? Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
Catamount Lounge at 124 East Main Street,
Yeah.
Front Royal, Virginia.
For open mic, I host that. I say things that aren't true about people for laughs and play songs.
Yeah.
Yay! And if you play music or do magic foolery or if you can do a choreographed dance to...
We haven't had a dancer yet.
I know. I'm waiting.
Eddie.
I'm waiting.
I can only river.
Isaac surprised us that one time when he came out all Shakespearean. Eddie's going to come out twinkle toes like a motherfucker.
Yes.
Maybe.
It'll be like in The Big Lebowski when they go see the landlord's interpretive dancing. Yeah.
Yep. Go over to Golden Orphans. That's my music. And go over to Helltown Radio. Fucking, yeah. It's your week. Suplex that shit. Bye-bye.
You forgot about one in the pee hole is better than two in the butthole.